Woodward Sports Network, let's go!
He's done it! Spencer Turnbull throws the 8th no-hitter in Tiger. The 8th no-hitter in Tigers baseball history went down last night while you were sleeping, probably. I woke up to the news, but I mean, our text thread was going nuts for Woodward Sports last night, and Twitter was going insane. Welcome to the Morning Woodward Show, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. And man, oh man, it's always fun to talk Detroit sports history, and that's what we witnessed last night. Spencer Turnbull throwing the 8th no-hitter in Tigers history. Good morning to you. My name is Stick. To my right this morning.
What up, though? It's Corey.
And to my left this morning.
Joey, good morning.
And then we have Alex making sure everything looks good over in producer land. Fish is over there in the sound booth. And then, of course, Adam and Mikey TikTok are here. And, you know, we had our whole show planned out last night, about 10 o'clock. We were all good. We were like, all right, we know what we're going to talk about tomorrow. And then, boom, out of nowhere, what happens?
Smack dab with shaving cream all over your face.
Yeah, and if you missed the moment last night, you know, let's first highlight the one big play that I think saved the no-hitter, and that was Candelario's third base stop. If you watch this, man, this was a rocket hit right at him, and boom, got him. Threw him out at first, and that was a big out. Because anytime you have a no-hitter or a perfect game or something like that, you can remember it back when Verlander did his Granderson over-the-shoulder catch. Like, there's always a play that shouldn't have been made but was made to help save the no-hitter. And to me, that was the play last night that really, you were like, you started to believe, like, all right, destiny's aligning.
Like, you hear it's a game of inches, and it applies to literally every sport because look how close he was to being safe right there at first base. And you love to see it because it's such a true team sport. And without that play, it wouldn't have happened.
Man, I didn't even know what was going on until I woke up. You're right. You said people were asleep. I was asleep. I woke up and I saw my phone. It was like 60 missing messages. I'm like, what the hell happened? And I already knew what it already knew. It was from our thread. And just to wake up and just see that and see the clips and the highlights is pretty cool because it hasn't really been that much great to talk about with Tigers baseball this season. So seeing him get the no-no, that's really good.
No, and honestly, you saying that, Chris Castellani, did you guys watch his videos this morning when you guys woke up?
Oh, yes.
Like, honestly, it's like the most wholesome thing you'll ever see in your life. And this was Chris's reaction last night to the no-no.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss! He struck him out! No-hitter Spencer Turnbull!
Watch him.
A good thing happened. A good thing happened to the Tigers.
He was getting emotional.
For real. Look at the tears in his eyes.
I mean, we got to think about this kid for years, spending every single day after every game. Sadness after sadness.
Right.
He deserves this moment.
Yeah, just watching him enjoy this moment. And if you don't know about Chris Castellani, he's on Twitter, and he does post games, 2-minute and 20-second post games for every Tigers game. And he's been doing them for 3 years. And if you've been following the Tigers for 3 years, you know this has been like a bad 3-year stretch. But this kid, he stays up every night. He watches the games, and just that reaction. A good thing happened. A good thing happened to the Tigers.
I mean, you just imagine doing what he's done with that consistency for that long, and you don't have any real bright moments.
No.
Whew. Man, that's, you know what? He's going to have that reaction that he just had right there. I envision that's how Dan Miller's going to be calling a Lions playoff win. Maybe even a little bit more extravagant than that.
Yeah, I could see Dan Miller just like letting go in the booth.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I've been here 10 years. I've never seen a damn thing. Thank God. I've had to sit through Marinelli. I've had to sit through Mayhew. I've had to sit through Fat Patricia. And here I am. We won our first play. Like that's how
Just
he
goes off
in.
on them all.
Yeah, Dan Miller just yells, and I love that guy. He was on yesterday. He was on The Hook yesterday. What a great interview they had with him. But yeah, I can see Dan Miller just going absolutely ballistic. And shout out to Matt Shepard too, for calling the no-hitter last night. And if you missed the moment, if you missed how it happened, this is it. This is what it looks like to throw a no-hitter in the major leagues.
I love this angle too.
Yeah. Woo! Let out that Ric Flair.
You know what I love about that is he even wrapped the legs around his catcher.
Oh yeah, man. The catcher's a big part of that. Like,
Heck yeah.
Look at that.
And that's even a cool story around there because he was drafted out of Dearborn Divine Child in 2011.
Yeah.
First Tigers rookie to catch a no-hitter.
Yeah, and he literally came up like last week, and I believe he had a home run in his first game. So he's feeling good right now. And what I love about this is one of the things that I do love about baseball. This was a road game, but look at the stands. People were clapping right afterwards because baseball fans appreciate history. Even if it's your team getting railed and no hit, it's like, all right, I got to show respect to the guy who just threw a no hitter. And
let's be real, the Tigers are still 16 and 26, so they're probably looking at it like, all right, let's just clap for this bad baseball team. They got something.
I will say that I have seen that in multiple baseball moments where no matter how bad the rivalry is or anything like that, if it's a historic moment, fans are going to cheer. Like, that the Red Sox and the Yankees, we all know their history, but when Derek Jeter retired, even though he is one of the greatest players ever, when Derek Jeter retired, he got a standing send-off.
right.
Some of these guys coming in hitting these milestones, they get standing ovations. So it's really good to see the Tigers get something because it's been pretty ugly.
It has been ugly, but the last two starts, man, you got Mize and then we got Turnbull with this no hitter. So
The wheels are turning.
it's so funny, and I feel like we're partially responsible for this because we wrote an article about a week and a half ago comparing the 2003 team to this team, and ever since then, this team has lit a fire under their ass, and they've been playing decent baseball. Mikey TikTok, make sure you got your mic because I want to talk to you about some of this stuff too. Because Mikey TikTok comes rolling in his Kirk Gibson uniform today. He's ready to go. I'm sure you were up all night last night doing your thing. I saw you guys in the chat. You, Nick Leach, everybody going nuts. So Mikey TikTok, the last no hitter was 2011. So that puts you at what, 9 years old?
Yeah, I was. If it was, when was it? Was it September of that year?
May.
May. I was 9. Yeah.
May 7th of 2011. Verlander was that was the last no hitter.
I don't remember that no hitter. I was not watching baseball till about 2012.
Okay.
So I've never seen something like that. I watched two or three no hitters this year, but it wasn't for us. It was Carlos Rodon on the Sox, who got robbed of a perfect game. So seeing this was just incredible because I was at the last time I think the Tigers really gave us any hope was 2013. I was at the ALCS for that series.
Oh, were you there for the walk-off?
No,
Oh,
they
okay.
lost that game. I was really sad about that. But just to be able to see a guy like Spencer Turnbull, homegrown product, he's not a guy we traded for. We made some blockbuster deal. He's from the Tigers system. And I think that's also unique about the guys that we've had get no-hitters. All 8 of them, I believe, have been drafted by the Tigers and put into their system. And both of the guys who have 2, Justin Verlander, and I believe a guy in the 70s or the 80s.
Back in the 70s or the
But
80s.
The thing that impressed me most out of all of that was not only Turnbull's velocity and the way his pitches were just the movement on those late in the innings. 8th inning, he had a wonderful strikeout to end the inning, and that pitch, the movement on it was just insane. And the Tigers' offense, that was actually the most underrated part of the game because their aggressiveness on the base pass was unmatched.
That's AJ Hinch, man.
Yeah.
That's his coaching style, and I like that. And what's crazy is, Turnbull was probably just as surprised as anybody else because he's never really made it past the 7th inning in 49 starts, and yet he pitches a complete game. He gets the shutout, he gets the no-hitter, and it's just an amazing night for him. 117 pitches, 77 of them for walks. And if you're wondering why that wasn't a perfect game and it was just a no-hitter, he had 2 walks.
Yeah, and I think we gotta. I know what you guys are gonna talk about. We gotta take a minute to appreciate Eric Haas because that guy's a 28-year-old rookie who spent 10 years in the minor system, basically.
That's crazy.
And for him to be a rookie catcher, making, in my opinion, he had a questionable changeup call, like 2 or 3 outs before the game really wrapped up. But to be able to have him calling consistently good strikes and setting his pitcher up for greatness and framing those pitches like he did, man, that was, I'm not gonna lie, I was getting a little misty-eyed. It was
Out of
awesome
your
to
city
see.
too, Mike.
What?
Out of Dearborn.
Dearborn.
Oh yeah, he's actually from Westland.
He's from Wyandotte, wasn't he?
Westland.
Oh, he's
Went to
from
Dearborn
that?
Divine Child.
Yep.
So I'm very happy to see it. It's the city next to me. It's a friend of mine's hitting coach that I've seen for a long time. So, man, that was awesome, but I'm just so sad for the next game because anything after that is just going to be a letdown, unfortunately.
Back-to-back no-hitters. What are you talking about,
Let's do
baby?
it.
What do you mean a
Let's do
letdown?
it.
We got a perfect game on the plate. That's how we beat it.
Oh, yeah. That's how we got to beat it. I don't know who's pitching next. I got to check that.
Yeah.
I want
Let's
him
get a
to-
Miggy home run now.
Yeah,
There we go. Let's get Miggy to 500. Let's get him to his 3,000 hits, and we'll be good.
Yeah, 8th inning, he had an opportunity to hit a 2-run home run. And I'm like, man, this would just redeem Miggy's whole season if he can get a 2-run home run in the middle of a no-hitter.
I'm sick of seeing 489 as his home run on the season because that was the only thing I was looking forward to.
Yeah.
The season started out so hot. I thought he was going to get it by now. Now we're here still waiting.
Yeah, and he did all of that with the biggest obstacle. Angel Hernandez was behind the plate the whole time.
Yeah, Angel Hernandez. We know and love him. Because you remember the Galarraga game, right? You remember
Yeah.
Jim Joyce screwing us out of that perfect game.
We like Jim Joyce, though, because he came the next day and he said,
apologized.
look, I
He manned
screwed
up.
up. He got a standing O at Comerica for that.
I don't know if he got it for that, but
Well, for being a man about it.
Yeah.
Not like an Angel Hernandez thing where he's like, oops.
yeah. So, I mean, very exciting for the Detroit Tigers. Can we play the Chris Castellani video again?
I love it.
Honestly, that just made my morning because the pure joy, and literally you could see his eyes starting to tear up and just something good happened to the Tigers.
He was speechless. He really was.
Swing and a miss! He struck him out! No hitter, Spencer Turnbull! A good thing happened. Good thing happened to the Tigers.
Oh, man. We screwed up this morning. That should have been the headline instead of no hitter, no problem. It should have been a good thing happened. A good thing happened to the Tigers.
Man, I just want to hug him.
So if you're waking up today and wondering what the hell happened last night, Tigers fans are rejoicing. It sucks that it happened at 1 a.m., but you know what? I'll take a no-hitter anytime, anywhere, any place. So congratulations, Spencer Turnbull. What a great performance by you last night. Your first complete game, your first no-hitter, the first one for the Tigers in over 10 years. Just over 10 years, but over 10 years. It's crazy to think about that. So go Tigers. We got something to root for on that. And we also got to support our people at 8 Mile. All Detroit, all the time. And that's what we're doing here at Woodward Sports. Woodward and 8 Mile, that's what you need to do. The weekend's going to be here. It's going to be 80 degrees. You need to be out on your back porch with a nice little lemonade.
Did I hear weekend?
Yeah, Fish is excited. It's
You're
almost
too young
the
for
weekend.
this weekend, Fishy.
So they're born in Detroit. So are we. I think everybody on this panel was born in Detroit, right? Yeah. So just like 8 Mile. So pick it up. It's at your Meijer.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our number one priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
Welcome back. It is the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. My name is Stick, and this is the Morning Woodward Show. Thank you guys for waking up with us this morning on a beautiful no-hitter Wednesday. Is that what we're going to call it?
Let's call it No Wednesday.
No Wednesday. It's a No Wednesday. And speaking of no, Vegas has some issues going on right now. The sportsbooks came out with all the predictions for the entire NFL season, and the Lions are underdogs in every single game.
No, it's oh hell no. Wednesday.
Every single game, the Lions are an underdog. And this was my question to Adam earlier. Okay, so Vegas also has the Lions winning 5 games. So which is it?
So it's
Which
5
is
games
it?
that we're going to be upsetting.
The line? Is that Vegas standard? What's up, Fish?
You could be underdogs in every single game, and they could say they're going to get 5 wins. That doesn't just because you're underdogs doesn't mean you can't win a game.
Well, I know it doesn't mean you can't win a game, but Vegas is saying you're not going to win that game. So by their logic, we're not going to win any of those games. They have us not favored to win any of those games. But they also have it to where they have us winning at least 5 games.
Well, because it's the NFL, and you know that teams are going to get wins that are unexpected.
Yeah, I just didn't like this. I don't like this at all.
I definitely don't like this, but you could see where they're coming from. Let's face the truth on this matter. I mean, there's going to get 5, 6, 7 wins on the season, but those 5 or 6, 7 wins are probably going to be upsets.
Well,
sure, it's factual now. It's
I
going
was
to be
gonna
an
say,
upset.
they're all going to be upsets now. Corey, how do you feel about this?
I think it's right. I went down the whole schedule, and the Lions were a historically bad team last year. They had a historically bad defense. They should be the underdogs going in there because right now the Lions have a lot of potential to be a good team, potential to be better than what they were last year, but there are going to be a lot of new and unused parts coming into this season. So while we can speak on their potential of possibly being, 6-win team, 7 wins, something you enjoy when 8-9.
Yep.
We just don't know yet. I mean, their first 3 games is going to be brutal. 49ers, Packers, Ravens. Now, I think that they're going to win 2 of those 3 games. I actually think they're going to win the first 2 games.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I said when we had our predictions. I had them winning the first 2 games, but then they would start their losing trend once they get to week 3 with the Ravens. But out of the first 4 games that I've looked at, the Lions are under. Of course, they have them as underdogs in every game, but the margin is within a touchdown within 3 of those first 4 games.
Yeah, it just didn't make a lot of sense to me how you say we're going to win 5, but then you're like, you're going to lose them all. So that's where I kind of got thrown off. We do have a tough schedule. We have the second toughest schedule in the league. So, listen, I just don't see us going 0-17 like Vegas is predicting. But like you were saying, you went through the schedule. Adam and I did the same thing before the show this morning. And I could see like 4 or 5 games where we could be the favorites, but really the only one that we both agreed on was a surefire favorite was us versus Cincinnati. We should be favored in that Cincinnati game.
I definitely agree. We should be a surefire favorite in that one. But
and by the time we get to that game, Joe Burrow's going to be dead because they didn't draft an offensive lineman, so we really don't got to worry about him. What's up, Fish?
There probably isn't one any year, but there could be a team that's favored in every single game. That doesn't mean they're going to win all 17 games.
Well, I get that, but that's what Vegas is projecting.
I'm just telling you why they're projecting that.
Yeah.
The one thing I didn't like about this is the conversation that the Lions were in, because there are 2 teams that they've picked to be underdogs the entire season, and the other team besides the Lions was the Houston Texans. I don't believe the Lions are Houston Texans bad. They're in a whole different world of mess than the Lions are. I don't even see them winning 3 games, to be quite honest, with the way that everything is going there and all of the turmoil in the organization. So that's the one thing I just didn't like about this. I think it's accurate with the Lions being underdogs, but just being in that same convo with the Texans just rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, Ron Connington gets it. We're underdogs against Chicago. What the hell is that?
Especially
at
week
home.
12 when we're at home, yes.
Yeah.
Like, at least give us that one game.
Right. But to your point, Corey, the Texans, I mean, they did whoop our ass last year. That was with Deshaun Watson. That was with Deshaun Watson. I'll give you that. But we also saw what the Panthers did to us with a quarterback from the UFL. So,
okay. I don't want to beat a dead horse,
okay.
but as you like to call him, we got Fat Patricia out of here. So,
Yes.
I mean, every loss that happened last year was because of him. Every win, I think they got in spite of him. So
He gets no credit.
He gets
Zero.
no credit.
None.
So it was just like one of those weird things like, of course the Lions lost to an XFL QB. It's Matt Patricia, the greatest defensive coach of all time.
You say his name correctly. Fat Patricia. Say his name correctly. You don't give that man an ounce of respect. He doesn't deserve. His mama called him Matt. I'm going to call him Fat. He don't get what his mama called him.
After last season, his mama called him fat too.
His mama called him a loser, that's for sure. So, yeah, Matt Patricia's out. Lions are in, but we're still underdogs in every game, according to Vegas. Like I said, I just thought it was a little weird that they're like, yeah, you guys will win 5 games, but you're not going to win. You're not going to be favored in any of them.
Yeah, I guess they're like, Fish said, they're predicting that we'll get some upsets in those games. But I will say, like, the Bears game, the Bengals game, I honestly, I call me crazy. I don't care. I don't think that they should be underdogs against the 49ers just yet, simply because
you're crazy. You're
only
crazy.
reason I'm saying is because I'm unsure about that quarterback situation. But they do have their defense coming back, so
I honestly, I don't think it mattered what quarterbacks are playing in that game. I think if Garoppolo's in there, they just slow and steady game plan like they always do and beat us. I think if Trey Lance is there, we've seen what happens to rookie quarterbacks week 1 against the Detroit Lions over the past couple years.
Turn them into stars.
Yeah, but again, we said we got them out of there. We got them out of there.
That's true. This isn't Sam Darnold or Kyler Murray coming back on us, but
but it was just so it was so bad because what was the Sam Darnold, that was the 48-17 Monday Night Football game, and then the Kyler Murray game, that was a 27-27 tie.
Yep, a beautiful, beautiful tie.
And what's crazy is the similarities between both of those games is both Darnold and Murray threw 2 touchdowns and 1 pick.
I mean, it really comes down to the Adam philosophy for betting. You bet every single game against the Detroit team, and you're going to win some money.
Yes, yeah.
It's true, and that's why it's like seeing every single game this season being the underdog, that sucks. It hurts, but we knew it was coming.
The Baydoun wisdom.
Like the old gambling adage, though, good teams win, great teams cover. And that's what we got to do. We got to cover, baby, if you want to make some money. What's up, Fish?
So, yes, they're underdogs in every single game, but some of the games could be 2 points, 3 points. Doesn't necessarily mean underdog. Oh my God, you make it sound underdogs like a big deal, like they're underdogs by 20 points every single game. No, some of them are 20, but some of them could be 2, 3, 4, 5.
If you lose by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you still lost though, Fish.
No, but I'm just saying that for you to say we're underdogs in every single game, big deal. Well, it's not that big of a deal if you actually look and see, we're only underdogs to that team by 5. We're underdogs by 2, which means that they could win.
It's a big deal to be an underdog in every single, like Corey said, it's us and the Texans. Those are the only 2 teams in the league that they're thinking are so shitty that we cannot be favored against anybody that we play.
Yeah, but 7 of those games could change because you're only underdogs by 2 or 3 points.
I will say this, though, with the Lions schedule, out of those three out of those first 4 games, they have the widest margins of other teams of being underdogs throughout those first weeks consistently. Like, they're consistently a touchdown or more underdogs as opposed to the other teams in the first start off the gate.
Not looking good for kneecap season, boys. Not looking good for kneecap season.
But the good thing is it can't be any worse than the NFL has predicted and Vegas has predicted.
That's true.
That's one way to look at this. I mean, look at every single thing that's come out. We have the second or third hardest schedule in the NFL right now.
Us and the Steelers.
We're in the middle of this rebuild. Like, yes, the energy, we feel good about where we're at, but the truth of everything that's been coming out, we got the hardest schedule, one of the worst teams. It makes sense.
Yeah, I just don't see us having that bad of a team, and maybe I'm just stupid, and maybe I don't know football. I don't think that, but maybe I just don't get it because I don't look at this roster. I look at it as a better team than last year, I look at it as better coaching staff than last year. I look at it as better direction, better energy, better synergy, better front office. Like, maybe just because I'm so close to the product, I'm seeing all these improvements, and they won't play out on the field this first year. But I'm seeing it compared to what we were last year and the year before.
I would agree with everything that you said up to better team, because I don't know if they have a better roster than they had last year. They have better potential for sure down the line, but I don't know if they have a better roster just yet. I believe they do have a better coaching staff in place. I think they have a better, a more healthy. They're going to go into the season with a healthier locker room. They haven't had everybody around yet. So I think all of the intangibles are there to be better than what they were last year, because it's really nowhere else to go but up. As far as how low they were last year, it's nowhere else to go but up. But it just remains to be seen what kind of product they put out there. But
I mean,
we'll see.
Honestly, like we could do a deep dive on the Lions, and I'm sure we will. But talk about the defense last year, right? Historically bad. They got some rookies in place now. They're going to have an angrier mentality.
Yeah.
Would you say the defense is going to be better or worse than last year? It can't be worse.
It can't. I mean, you can't get worse than 32nd. Just can you go even lower? I don't think they will. I'm just saying.
Okay, offense. Let's move over to the offensive side of the ball. We didn't really have Galladay at all last year, and we haven't had him the past 2 seasons, so that's not really a loss.
That's the one thing I think where people are kind of like being a little bit, we lost Stafford, the offense is going to suck. Well, it sucked with them.
Right. They didn't do shit. So, but our offensive line is now going to be like last year. We looked good with our two staples, but now we have Penei Sewell. So now we could have potentially a top 5 offensive line. We got DeAndre Swift coming back this year, not sharing carries with Adrian Peterson. When I really dissect every position, I'm like, this is a better team. It's a better team.
They have the potential. Again, I believe they have the potential to be better. I don't think they're going to be any worse than what they were last year. I have them as this year going 6-11. And Dan Campbell's interim year with the Miami Dolphins, he went 5-7. I think he's going to do better than that. But I guess for me, I'm just trying to, hold back having the expectations too high. I just want to keep them a little bit realistic, because it's like this is a new coach coming on, coaching a whole bunch of guys who he has never had, outside of a couple of guys he brought over, he's never had any real familiarity with, guys who have never played together. So I'm just going to just kind of stick around that 6-win as their ceiling. But again, they do have the potential to be better than what they were last year, because I just don't see them going backward.
We're talking about Vegas too. That's the thing about this is, yes, the kneecaps feel good. Everything they've said feel good. Drafting Penei Sewell feels good. But it's Vegas. They look at the numbers. They don't give a shit about anything else in the locker room. They look at the numbers. So statistically, we've given no reason for Vegas to give us that favor in any of these matchups. Obviously, once the season begins and once we start to see Penei Sewell and once we start to see our offensive line performing like a top 5 line in the NFL, that's going to change. But right now, I get where Vegas is coming from.
Yeah. Well, now may be a good time, if you have faith in the Lions like I do, to place some money in Vegas, because, if the season gets rolling and these guys get hot, and momentum in football is a crazy thing. It can carry you for long periods, and we've seen it in Super Bowl runs where a team, will be like 7-9, 8-8 in the regular season, and then just run through the playoffs. So,
but do you like doing that though?
What?
Like, could you bet right now on Week 17 football? It's so hard for me to do.
Yeah, I have more faith than Vegas does in the Lions, so I would be comfortable in making that bet right now.
Yeah, you could bet on team future. So
yeah,
that's 8 W's according to our predictions that you'd be winning money off of.
Yeah, well, that's if everything goes right. Everything has to go right for those 8 wins, and that's still a losing record. So as much as people think I drink the Kool-Aid, I still got them losing the majority of their ball games. So we'll find out what the Lions do this season. I just thought it was interesting. Yeah, you're going to win 5 games, but you're not going to win 5 games. I don't understand the logic behind it, but I do understand the logic of saving you money on your home mortgage. And we can do that with Hall Financial. Make sure you go to davidhallmortgage.com right now, because if you're paying over 3%, David Hall and his mortgage crew can get that fixed for you, put some more money in your pocket, and that way you can use that money to, do some yard work or, pay a landscaper to cut your lawn all year. Because you don't have to do it. You don't have to put that money towards your interest. You can put it towards improvements on your house. So make sure you go to davidhallmortgage.com. Lower payments, better options, more personal attention.
Hey guys, I'm D-Mac.
Hey guys, I'm Pilar.
That was a little slow.
All right.
Hi, I'm D-Mac.
I wasn't ready. I was doing this.
Hi, I'm D-Mac.
Hey, I'm Pilar.
I'm Maz.
You're lit. Hi, I'm D-Mac.
I'm Pilar.
I'm Maz. We suck.
You suck.
Catch us Monday to Friday, 3 to 5.
Every day right here on The Hook.
On Woodward Sports Network.
Good morning, everyone.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
Let's get into Joey's news.
Let's go.
It was the news all of Detroit hockey fans were waiting on, and it is Coach Blashill and if the Red Wings going to re-sign him or not. And Steve Yzerman came out and talked about why he wanted the extension and takes blame that the team just needs better players.
On his staff.
My decision was, do I want to continue working with Jeff Blashill as our head coach? And I made that decision. So I don't think it was the right thing to do to go out and talk to other people. Ultimately, my decision came down to, I think it's my job, it's our job as an organization, and it's on our players. We need our players to be better. So really, that's up to me and our staff to bring in better players, the players that we have to perform better.
Blashill said he's been a Red Wing for a long time, and he's thrilled to be back.
We got to thank Brad Galley for that update right there because it's crazy, I mean, D-Mac talked about it saying, hey, this is the coach that we need here in Detroit, and obviously a lot of the insiders to the organization is happy with us. For fans, it's tough because you just see the record.
Yeah, I mean, D-Mac was like, it's part of the Yzer plan, that's fine. Mikey, if you want to send Alex that video, actually, so we can play that back too. But yeah, I don't love it. I don't hate it. Right now, we're not good, and I don't know if Blashill's the long-term solution, or it's just like, all right, let's use this guy till we get the team in place, and then we'll move on from him. Is he a placeholder right now? Maybe.
From hearing from Yzerman, too, and his standpoint, I kind of get the Coach Dwayne Casey for the Pistons vibes, to where the players right now are just bad, and we're a part of this rebuild.
Right.
And his player development is what Stevie Y loves so much. So I trust in Stevie.
Yeah, listen, he's given me no reason to doubt him to this point. So if he says he's re-signing Blashill and that's what he wants to do, all right, we'll see how it goes.
Hey, man, if D-Mac trusts him, I'll trust him.
Yeah, dude, D-Mac is a loyal soldier to Steve Yzerman,
loyal.
man. Like, that is his dude, and I love it.
Steve Yzerman could kill someone, and D-Mac's going to be there saying, nope. You didn't do it.
No,
I didn't see it.
It's the why.
D-Mac's going to bury the body and take the blame himself just to jump on that grenade. Like, that's the type of dude D-Mac is. So
it is a no-no Wednesday, and anytime we get to celebrate our Detroit Tigers, we love to do so. And it is history being made. Detroit Tigers, Spencer Turnbull throwing a no-hitter against the Mariners, and it could not have been done without this play right here. Saving the play. Candelario saving it right there. I love this angle, too.
Yeah.
Baseball has the best angles, by the way, in their cameras.
Yeah, well, they got the wide open field.
Yeah.
It's
no
pretty
interference.
Easy. Yep.
And then the celebration after the game started with a little shaving cream fun with this towel right here.
Well, we can't jinx it now. It happened. Spencer Turnbull, a no-hitter tonight in Seattle.
That's just all the water and the baby powder.
Raging
Play the video
on
before
in
that with the shaving cream.
City. He hasn't even made his way to the clubhouse yet. We'll hear from more from Spencer and his teammates coming up next on Tigers Live.
Look at that smile right there.
Throw no hitter night in the first inning. I was like, all right.
Yes.
If you can't see through the shaving cream, that was Jake Rogers, so you know who to find later on.
Hey, that can mess you up right there, can't it?
We've seen so many times that happens in baseball, and like their eyes get irritated because if your eyes are open and someone just shoves shaving cream in
shoves
it, like
anything in it.
My eyes start hurting thinking about it. Like,
yeah, like shaving cream's like alcohol and like all these other things, and it just goes shoved right in your face. But you know what? Whatever. You throw a no hitter, I'm sure I would take a shaving cream pie to the face.
Yeah, honestly, I would too.
We got to shoot one of those This Is Woodward commercials, like when somebody has a good show and then we shaving cream them after the game or something.
Let's do it. I'll volunteer. Why not?
But we can't let them know that we're going to do it. We just got to do it out of nowhere.
Let's do. Hey, we got to get Joik.
That would be hilarious.
Let's do that.
Please don't. I fear for one of y'all.
And we got to give a shout out to Eric Haas, 28-year-old rookie. You heard Mikey TikTok talking about how much time he spent in the minor system. It's just exciting to see this guy who grew up a Tigers fan, drafted out of the Dearborn Divine Child program in 2011. He hits 2 home runs on Monday. He just got called up last week and is the first Tigers rookie to catch a no-hitter.
That's awesome. What a great story, man.
Especially a local kid. That's what you love to see.
The only thing that could have made that better is if it was at home. That's the only thing that could have put a cherry on top of that story, but who cares? You got the no-hitter.
Exactly. And Mets center fielder Kevin Pillar got hit in the face by a 94-mile-per-hour fastball. And Corey, if you thought that seeing that shaving cream hurt your eyes,
oh God,
this right here is gonna hurt your whole body. Look at this.
But listen to him talk too.
First of all, just how are you feeling right
Lord.
now?
Feel good. I
feel good.
How do you feel
How
good?
are you feeling right now?
Feel good. I feel real good.
This happened on Monday, and to see him talking and actually saying "I feel good" is impressive.
Yeah, feel good. Really, because your face looks awful. Like
it's one of those that you just look at that bank account and say, "All right, I know why I'm doing this. I feel good."
A 94-mile-an-hour fastball to the grill. That's
what's the worst that's happened? Because I've never played baseball like that.
Damn,
I played
that
softball.
hurts.
What's the worst that's happened to you? Because I feel like there's so many chances at injuries in baseball.
I never really had anything like that happen to me. I got hit by pitches a bunch, but like in the side and stuff when I was catching. I'd often like get too aggressive and reach for the ball, and sometimes people would swing and hit my hand. So
with the bat.
Yeah, and I messed up my wrist pretty bad doing that. But there was a kid I grew up with. His name was Gary. He wasn't paying attention walking out of the dugout, and someone was just taking their practice swings, and on the back swing just blew up his entire face. Like his nose literally exploded to the point. Like,
I felt that.
To the kid's credit, though, he was playing that season a couple weeks later, but he wore the helmet with the whole shit across the face, and he had to protect his face the rest of his little league career. I don't know whatever happened to him, but that was the worst baseball injury I ever witnessed. Like that.
My biggest fear in any sports injury would be playing ice hockey with no visor or face mask and a puck hitting me in the face.
Oh, no, I thought you were going to go like honestly, in hockey, when they get flipped up and the skate cuts necks, that's happened.
All right, now you took that a step
That's
further.
happened. And you see like the hockey players skating off the ice like this, holding their
And the best
artery.
part, too, and why I love hockey, is they go back on the ice in the next period.
Like, stitch it up, coach. I got a shift I got to get into.
And the NBA play-in tournament has begun. Highly anticipated Warriors versus Lakers game tonight at 10 p.m. But some highlights yesterday in a couple ass-whooping games. First game, Hornets versus Pacers. Charles Barkley with his prediction.
But I really, I'm going out on a limb. Ernie, can I do it? I just found out what it is. What's that? Oh, I need one of those. The Charlotte Hornets are going to win.
The Pacers beat the Hornets by 27. So he was not right on that prediction, but a lot of us thought that the Pacers were going to lose that game.
Who thought the Pacers? You thought the Pacers was going to lose that game? Oh, hell no.
Hey, I stand. You get them wrong.
I was wrong on the next one, but I wasn't wrong on the Pacers.
You get them wrong, but damn, Corey, wrong by 27.
Yeah, like I said, I got it wrong, but I didn't predict by that much. That was an ass whooping.
That was embarrassing. That's what that was. They didn't even show up.
Yeah. I mean, there was one play. Devontae Graham on this shot it from half court. This was pretty much the only good play I saw.
Oh, there you go. Woo! To get you down 13.
That's a tiny dude.
Yeah.
In person.
He looked little.
And then in game 2, the Celtics beating the Wizards by 18. Did not see Jason Tatum going off, dropping 50 points.
Yeah, 23 in the third? This was a close game. Washington was up 2 coming out of halftime, and then it just got out of control. Like, I was watching this game. I turned it off in the third quarter.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that the Wizards were going to win.
So did I.
But I thought it was just mainly going to be because Jason Tatum was going to be really by himself on an island. And, I mean, he kind of was. He scored 50 points. So it was – I just didn't think that was going to happen. But, man, this season against the Wizards, they're 2-1. And one of those games that he shot pretty bad, but the other two games he lit them up. So seeing him get the 50 ball – it wasn't expecting a 50 ball, but 30 plus. That was par for the course. And they needed each one of them 50 points.
Did you guys see what Charles Barkley said about Ish Smith yesterday, though?
No.
During the broadcast?
Probably said what I think about him. Go ahead.
No, what do you think about him?
I think Ish Smith does not belong in the league.
No. I guess it wasn't about Ish Smith. It was about his parents. What type of dumbass names their kid Ish? He called his parents stupid. And like Kenny checked him. He's like, you just called his parents stupid.
I mean, you don't go that far to say that, but come on, let's face the truth. What kind of name is Ish?
I don't know, man. But
I mean,
Charles Barkley
it's short for Ishmael.
Is that his name, though?
Yeah.
His name's Ishmael?
Yeah.
Oh, so then Charles is the dumbass.
But it was funny. Like, everybody on the set was like, what?
He just goes by Ish.
I love Charles Barkley, though. He just calls out everybody.
Anyone bet on Russ getting that triple-double? Because 5 assists short.
Really?
Yeah.
He didn't have an assist in the second half?
He had 20 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 assists.
So, wow. See, this is what we were talking about yesterday with Russell Westbrook. The first half, he had like 6 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists. He wasn't trying to be assertive. He wasn't taking over. Bradley Beal was doing all the scoring, and they were up too. He was a facilitator. Then the team started to play like shit, so he had to turn into a scorer, let his rebounding and assist goes, and look what happened to the team.
Yeah, Bradley Beal did look good, and I said if he gets 15 to 20 points, they're going to get the W. He got 22 points. Still not enough to get the W. And lastly, we talk about NHL playoff hockey. The Penguins beating the Islanders to tie the series up 1-1. But check out this nasty hit up at top right there.
Ooh.
Big hit right there.
Ouch.
I love seeing the big hits in hockey. As Brian Russ, by the way, went to Brother Ice in the yellow, so we got to shout him out.
Okay. Yeah. Always the Brother Ice.
Yeah. Coming from you. Coming from you, out of all people. Big hit right there.
Yeah, that was a big hit.
And big discount if you go down to downtown Fenton and check out Bridge Street Exchange. You always hear me talking about them because go support this local business. Shop for yourself. Stay away from the malls because we don't love the malls. It's just too much work. We love.
That's what it sounded like.
We don't love them hoes. 15% off your entire order. The code word is WSN. You can shop right now at woodwardsports.com. And actually, if you do love the malls, Bridge Street Exchange is going to have a little pop-up at Somerset Collection.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We are recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10.5 months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
a graduate
of Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech. Northwestern Tech.
Welcome back. It is the Morning Woodward Show live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Thank you guys for waking up with us this morning, being part of the chat. We appreciate everybody dropping comments.
Thanks, Dick.
You're welcome, Fish. Making fun of everybody, just saying hi. People are ready for a passionate Adam. So is there any other kind? I don't know. There's only one kind of Adam, and that's El Pasión.
It's almost time.
We got to talk about this story, man. I've laughed my ass off about this story, but I also feel very bad about this story. Did you guys hear about the kid from Austin Pay? Juantavius Bryant. Anybody hear about Juantavius Bryant?
Yes, I heard.
So
this is a troll job if I've ever seen one.
So I'm just going to read the statement that he put out because it kind of tells the whole story, all right? It says, I want to say thank you to everybody who has been in my corner while I've been pursuing my lifelong dream of playing in the NFL. Apparently, the opportunity of attending a rookie minicamp with the Atlanta Falcons was not a legit opportunity. Someone contacted me from a 404 area code number pretending to be Dean Pease, the DC defensive coordinator for the Atlanta Falcons. I did not realize it was not a legit opportunity until I traveled to the facility for rookie minicamp check-in on Wednesday, May 12th. It's most definitely one of the most embarrassing things that has ever happened to me, and a very humbling experience. I just want to apologize to everyone at the Atlanta Falcons organization for the mix-up. I honestly thought it was a legit opportunity on my end. I do not know or understand why this happened, but I do know that everything happens for a reason. Yes, this was heartbreaking for me, but just another stepping stone that I'm not afraid to admit to or overcome. At the end of the day, this will not make or break me. I will still continue to fight for my dreams because I know it's what I really want. I'm still striving, and I'm still in the best shape of my life. When the opportunity presents itself, I will be ready.
Call me crazy, but I'm calling this a troll job. I'm calling this an inside job. Him faking this story just to get the look.
It's one thought.
I'm just saying. The way he ended that statement, the way it was all written, I feel so sketchy about this whole thing. At first, I saw this and I was like, whoo, they did him dirty, whoever this was. But no, this is a dude that is just trying to get back into the league and get that opportunity. I'm calling BS on it.
Corey, what do you think about this? Because initially I laughed. I was like, oh, this poor dude. He rolls up there. He's like, yeah, Juantavius Bryant, I'm on the list. You invited me to training camp. And they're like, nah, man, no, you're not on the list.
What's your take, Corey?
I'm with Joey.
Are you really?
I felt sorry for him until I heard the statement. It's just like, because for me, it's like, you haven't. I'm pretty sure he has an agent, and then if he doesn't, he would really know if he got contacted by the Falcons. I just have a hard time believing that he got trolled this bad. I don't know. I'm pretty sure, like, he would go through, like, his coaches might have called him, or it would have went through his agent. For him to get personally pranked like that, it just seems a little fishy for me. And for the fact that you do have an agent and they can sniff this was BS, then I'd fire the agent.
So here's another interesting statement that may lead into what you guys are believing, that this is kind of his own little publicity stunt. What would you want if you found out who did this to you? Would you want to call them out publicly and embarrass them, or would you want nothing?
Oh, I'm flaming their ass.
What do you mean want, though? What are you going to, like?
He says, I honestly would not like the person who pulled this stunt to be publicly humiliated. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Yeah, because you don't want to call yourself out. I'd be the same damn way. And, like, let's be honest. Juantavius Bryant from Austin Pay, whatever the hell the damn school is.
Can't say your first name, can't say your damn school's name.
Give some respect to the school.
Who's out there trying to troll this dude? If you're going to troll anybody in the NFL, there's some more notable, bigger names that I would go after.
First off, you're playing with my life. You're playing with my livelihood. You're playing with my dreams. If you're going to troll me like that, I'm not going to have any remorse for you, because you obviously don't give a damn about me one iota to even pull a prank like that. If there's somebody in my circle pulling a prank like that, not only am I kicking you out my circle, but you're going to get hands before I kick you out the circle. Who would pull somebody pulling that prank is close to you is just, for one, it would be mind-boggling, but two, why would you not want them to be revealed? I just don't get it. I don't know. That one kind of, that's a head scratcher for me. I'm trying to really wrap my brain around it and try to make some sense out of it, but it just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's what got me too. Is I don't want anybody getting in trouble for this. Like,
right.
No, man,
right.
You just made me look like the biggest asshole on the planet. Like, I couldn't imagine walking into Allen Park, looking Dan Campbell in the eye, and being like, "I'm here for the tryouts, sir. You called?" And he's like, "Who are you?"
And also, too, if you got, I think this was also going to be a fail on his end, and here's why. If you allowed yourself to get pranked like that, I question your IQ. That's for one. And two, anybody can get pranked. Okay, so I don't, if you want to go to the other side, anybody can get pranked, then I question your IQ for revealing this information publicly. So one way or another, I'm questioning your IQ in this situation.
What was the form of communication on this?
A call. From
So
a
it was-
404.
So we got a phone call.
From an Atlanta area code.
Okay.
Joey, we're inviting you to the Detroit Pistons tryouts.
Honestly, I'll show up too, damn it. And then
Why
I'm
not?
gonna go out there and say, damn it, Rob. Rob trolled me. But I'm going to do that because I'm trying to get that opportunity, just like Austin Pays, whatever his damn name is. Trying to get that opportunity.
The college he went to.
I know.
Okay.
I'm saying whatever his name was.
Oh, okay.
The thing about it is this whole thing is just so sketchy to me. Why, to Corey's point, do you come out there and want this to be publicly known? You did this mess up. This is so embarrassing. I don't want anybody to hear about this. But you're on the top of ESPN now. He knew what he was doing. He wanted everybody to know his name, and now they know his name, and hopefully there's a team out there dumb enough to fall for this and feel bad for him and give him this opportunity.
And hopefully it's not the Detroit Lions.
Man, this is feeling
We
like,
would be the ones to do it.
This is feeling like Manti Te'o all over again.
Oh, man. You know what it reminds me of? Do you guys ever see the movie Major League?
Yeah.
Willie Mays Hayes just showing up to training camp and making the roster. What if, I mean, because there's been scenarios where people have shown up and made the roster. Like, this could have been a beautiful story, but I love how the Falcons just stonewalled his ass. Like, nah, we seen the tape, homie.
This is like me, actually. The first thing that I ever did with my girl right now, Tianza, my fiance, we were messaging on Instagram, and it was obviously a long time ago, and I messaged her, and I was like, are we still on for Sunday? We had no plans for a date on Sunday. I just put the pressure on her to where she was like, wait, did we actually talk about that? She went on the date and ended up closing the deal.
So you committed for her.
I committed for her.
Nice.
Same thing that Austin Pays, Juantavius
Bryant. Yeah, well, we'll find out if he gets in the NFL, the XFL, the CFL, or wherever he goes plays. But his college is over, so he's trying to make it in the pros. And if this was his hustle, I'm not going to knock his hustle.
We'll see him
all,
at
man.
Ford Field.
Yeah. Oh, God.
in the stands, I hope, damn it.
Coming up next, we got Adam and his bets of the day, and he's going to bring that passion, and we're going to talk about sports. And people love when Adam comes on the show, so he's
crap,
up
he took
next.
off the jacket.
Uh-oh, he's feeling vicious, folks.
Damn, baby.
Adam's up next on the Woodward Sports Network.
We are here, downtown Fenton, my favorite Bridge Street Exchange.
That's right, and you want to switch up your wardrobe this summer? It's this easy. You ready, Joey?
I'm ready.
All right, you ready? I like it. You want to do it again?
Yeah, let's do it again.
All right. Ooh, Brixton. Nice. One more time?
Yes.
Ooh, I like the hat on this one, too. You ready to do it one more time, Joey?
I'm getting tired. One last one.
All right, let's change it. Bro, where's your shirt? You need new clothes this summer. Bridge Street Exchange in Fenton. That's where you need to go. Thank you, guys. Welcome back. It is the Morning Woodward Show live on the Woodward Sports Network, streaming to all of our platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. And we see you guys dropping comments, dropping stars, sharing, liking, retweeting, and we appreciate every single one of you every morning on the Woodward Sports Network. And speaking of somebody I appreciate very much, our very own Joey.
I appreciate you too.
I was about to say, there's no way I get this kind of an introduction. There's no chance. There's no
Another
chance.
guy we have on the network, though.
Yeah, and there's another guy, and our boy Adam. Welcome, Adam.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Let's not talk about last night and your bets.
Yep, let's avoid it.
Yep.
It's pretty.
You got the golden
Night-
sombrero last night.
Yeah, golden nugget is what I like to call it.
But let's move on to tonight's games, right?
Yeah, I mean, we'll just we'll completely forget about last night. Spencer Turnbull no hitter, so my Mariners bet obviously didn't go over pretty well. Having said that, we got NHL playoffs tonight. We got the playing games in the NBA, and we have some MLB games. So we'll get right into it. I'll take Golden State to cover on the points. I think Golden State wins, but I'm more comfortable betting the cover. 5 points is a ton. I think this is going to be a close game. We'll see how it goes. The next, I'll take Edmonton on the money line versus the Winnipeg Jets. I'll take the total goals under at 5.5. Although I love the Blues and Avalanche matchup, it's a super, super great matchup between two high-scoring teams. There's something about playoff hockey that I can't explain. Teams are just playing harder, defense much better. You can see that donut on the left side. Everybody, please don't pay attention to that. Continue along with me on this.
It's distracting you right now.
It is distracting me. It's so frustrating.
That's the first one of the season.
First one, yeah. It's
Like,
frustrating.
in
First golden
months?
nugget. The worst one I've had was 1-4 prior to that, but whatever. Everybody, don't look to the left side of the screen. Follow me on the
Look
ticket
away!
here. Follow me. Next, the Astros against the Athletics. I'll take the money line. It's super favorable matchup. Yes, the Astros are away. They're batting, I believe, 278 on the road this year. It's actually not that bad. Having said that, I get a decent money line. I'm basically getting even money for an away team that is significantly better than the Athletics. And then the last game of the night, I'm going to take the total runs scored over at 7.5 between the Rockies and the Padres. Both teams are actually, I don't want to say struggling pitching, but you're not getting a great pitching matchup tonight. You're getting the 3 or 4s from each team. Both teams have bats. I like the over at 7.5 runs, and those are my 5 games.
Nice, I like them. Those are good games, man. This will be a bounce back night for you, man. I think you're gonna hit it.
It has to be.
Well,
can't.
you hit the parlay over the weekend, right?
I did, yeah. So that was my curse.
Yeah, and honestly,
because I never bet the weekends.
And it's cursed you throughout the week, man.
Yeah.
You blew your load on the weekend, man.
I know.
You got that money,
I came
though,
too
so it's
soon.
all good.
Hey, what's up, Fish?
Hey, 2 things. Number 1, we
got
got the last NHL regular season game today.
Who cares?
And 2, I just want to bring it up.
I know.
Hey, what up, Corey? We see you back there.
Corey chilling?
What up, Corey?
If anybody wonders what Corey does when Adam's up on stage, he decompresses.
Number 2, no golf bets, Adam?
No, tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll put a golf bet on who I think will be the winner.
Tim Pierce?
I'm putting money on
Pierce. Honestly, I love golf, so I'm always watching, especially the majors. Having said that, I just have this like super extra
tomorrow.
excitement for this guy. I really wish him well. I hope he makes the cut.
And if you don't know who we're talking about, on Friday we had a young man. His name is Tim Pierce. He made it to the PGA weekend that's going on this weekend.
He qualified for the PGA Championship major tournament that's happening.
Yeah, it's a major stick. Don't dog a major.
I wasn't dog.
He's not dogging.
You just say PGA event. You don't
It
give
is a
the
PGA event.
emphasis.
Is it not?
Fish, why are you
Yes, it's an
attacking
event.
Sam?
This
I like
whole
correcting
week,
him.
Fish.
Championship.
Fish, what happened to you this weekend? Honestly, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, you've been on something.
Not that I know of.
I love you, Fish.
No, I just
Sounds like
want
Medina
Stick
Spirit.
to give more
The
respect.
PGA Championship Tour
'cause
event.
It's a major. No, you just say PGA Championship. It's a major. It's not just an any winky-dink event.
Right, so
It's a big tournament.
So Tim Pierce made the non-rinky-dink big tournament that's going on right now with the PGA. Fish is so frustrated.
I'm muting my mic for the rest of the time.
He's so frustrated right now.
I heard him like smack headphones on or something.
But he's a local guy. He won what was it, Birmingham Country Club? Is that where he belonged to? He
Yes.
won that tournament, and that gave him the right to play in this PGA Championship going on this weekend. And he's rocking some Woodward sports gear while he's there.
That's
so
awesome.
we're rooting for Tim Pierce.
So when I went to Birmingham Country Club to drop off these items to him, the respect that dude's got at that country club was freaking awesome. I pull up, they're like, who you here for? I was like, Tim Pierce. Oh, this way, come on. Walking me through everything and going to see him on the course was awesome.
That's great, man. So hopefully he makes the cut and does his thing this weekend. He's already favored on the books over John Daly and Vijay Singh.
Yeah, I mean,
That right there is a win. That right there is a win.
Right, it's
I
amazing.
think for him, a win would be qualifying to play Saturday and Sunday. That would be the win.
top
If he makes the cut, that would be a
Top
great story in and of itself.
70-ish, 70 and
okay.
ties-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's a tough course. Win's going to be tough over Thursday and Friday, so it's going to be a very low scoring in the opposite sense. So.
What is it, like 150 or so that qualify for this?
151, I believe, are in the tournament.
Okay,
Yep.
so I mean, you just got to be top 50%.
Telling
really.
me there's a chance.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm excited to watch it. I wanted to bring up one thing that I was curious about was the line schedule. We talked about it pre-show.
Yeah.
But I don't know how you can look at.
We really gonna do this?
No, I'm not.
I didn't hear this,
I'm
so
not
I'm
going to kill you
Yes,
over
Adam,
this.
bring it.
I'm not going to kill you over this, but how can you objectively look at that schedule and tell me that you think they could honestly be favorites in 5 or 6 of those games?
No. We didn't say 5 or 6. He said
5 games.
No.
They should be favorites in.
Well, Vegas has them winning 5 games, so wouldn't you
There's a
assume they'd be
difference.
favorite in the games that you're supposed to be winning?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If you're a
so
betting
dumb.
man,
Thanks, Adam.
no.
you don't bet saying, oh, there's going to be upsets. That's not how betting works.
Okay, first of all, when Vegas puts out the lines every week, they change. But this is all preseason, correct?
Yeah.
This is with no injuries happening. This is everything available right now. This is all the information we have. Here's what we got.
Right, the lines
You
start out
can't
3-0.
convince me that they're wrong on this. They're totally right. If anything, the line should be favored maybe in 2 games, maybe in 2. But honestly, I'm not mad about it. They should be underdogs. They're coming off a horrible season. They have no one wide receiver that's like, wow.
fine.
Having said, coming off a historically bad defensive year,
it's all
fine. That's why they're underdogs.
I got that.
It makes clear sense. They should be underdogs.
Then
in every
why
game.
do they have them winning 5 games?
That's what they don't have them winning 5 games. That's why they
the
set the bar.
over-under.
That's
Right.
what they set the bar at.
So
The
they
over
think
under
they're
at
going to be
5.5.
right at about 5.5.
Okay, setting
That's why they're
setting
making
lines,
their money.
setting spread lines is totally different than setting win lines. The Lions should be underdogs in every game. Will they win a few? Absolutely. Now, whether they win over 5.5 or under 5.5,
Yeah, that's the bet that Vegas
That's
thinks.
the bet that Vegas
so
made.
If
But
Vegas
going
had them
into a
sitting
game,
at 2 wins, I'd completely
do you have a
understand
problem
it.
with them being a touchdown underdog at home against San Francisco?
No, they're 7.5 dogs. So no.
Could you pull up the schedule, Alex, please? Do you have
Explain
Do you have them,
this
do you
whole
ha-
thing.
Do you have a problem with them being an underdog week 2 at home against Green Bay?
I don't have a problem with
I'm
you
gonna walk
making
through
them
every game.
underdogs
I gotta
in
explain
every
this to you.
damn game.
I gotta
What
explain this
I
to
have a
you.
problem with is you making them underdogs
Nope.
and telling me they could also win 5. Like,
There
it's
are
pick
two
a
separate
lane,
bets.
man.
No, there
Pick
are two.
A lane.
There are 2 separate bets. Please,
I
Baltimore.
know they're separate bets. I know
then,
they're separate
then you
thoughts,
would be
but pick
listen
a
for 2
lane.
seconds, and I'll explain. They should be underdogs against Baltimore, underdogs away to Chicago, underdogs away to Minnesota. Probably favorites. We'll see what happens by the
They
time
should be
if Joe
favorites
Burrow's alive.
against Cincinnati. They should be favorites against Philadelphia. They
And
should
that's
be
it.
favorites against Chicago at home.
No.
Yes.
No, they've lost the last.
Chicago's shit.
No,
man.
they're not. What are you talking about? Chicago shit?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
That's why they.
They are much better. Much
that's why
better.
they keep cycling through quarterbacks
They are
because
much
they
better.
can't get their team
They've
right.
won more
If they
games
were
with the
good-
quarter.
if
They
were
won
good,
more
they'd stay
games than the
put.
Lions without a quarterback than the Lions did with a quarterback.
I'm
Don't-
not saying they're. Listen, they're better than the Lions. That doesn't mean
That's
they're not
why they
shit.
should be underdogs.
That doesn't mean they're not
So,
shit.
Joey, how are you?
Oh my God, they can be
doing
shit.
good, Joey?
The Lions should be the underdogs, though.
So let me ask you this question.
Go ahead.
When they say that the Lions are not favorites in any game this season,
Yes.
That means they think they're going to lose
so
every
this
game.
isn't
Don't
money
listen to
line.
Stick.
That's
Let me
not
answer
money
this
line,
question,
correct?
please.
That's
Go ahead.
not money line. It could be you're
No, it's
favored by
different. This is
7
the spread.
points.
Right,
This
could
is the
be
spread.
1 point, could be 3 points. could
Okay,
be
so
10.
this doesn't mean that we're going to lose
No.
every
It
single
means
game.
they think we're going to lose
No,
every
it
game.
doesn't.
Yes,
No, it
does.
doesn't.
Because if
when
we're
you're
not
betting
favorites-
individual games, game by game, you're giving teams points. Usually in the NFL, you get about 3 points. You get a field goal when you're home, right? Now, the difference is with the San Francisco game, week 1, they're home. They're a touchdown underdog. So that means realistically, they're probably going to lose by 10 or more points.
Right.
Having said that, you go by week-to-week matchup, you can't convince me on that schedule that the Lions, outside of 2 games, 2 home games, 1 against Philly, 1 against Cincinnati,
I got that.
they should be
Then
they
put
should be
our
favorites.
over-under at 2.
No,
That's
they
all
would
I'm
lose.
saying.
They would lose that so bad. That's a horrible, horrible, horrible season bet. Are you serious? You don't set the Lions at 2.5 wins. They would lose all the money. The whole world would put millions of dollars on the over. Of course, the Lions are going to win 3 or 4 games. Like,
Right.
No, that's
So-
not. They're 2 separate bets, Sam. You're trying to use
His name's
spread
Stick.
logic.
Yeah, my name's Stick. It's not
All
Stick.
right,
Come on,
whatever.
Sam.
Man. You're trying to use spread logic.
Stick from Austin Peay
With
University.
the over-under wins for an entire season. One's an individual bet and one is over a course of a
Believe
whole
me,
season.
I understand the
The
concept,
Lions could
but
be
you
a
can't-
favorite by week 5, depending on how they play in the
I
first few weeks.
understand all of that,
So it's
but
going to
right
change.
now they aren't. Correct?
As they should be. They shouldn't be favorites. That's the point.
Explain
Then
this.
don't
One more
tell
question.
me that their over-under is 5. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't
All right,
understand why
all
you
right,
can't grasp
all
this
right.
concept.
No. Okay. So why don't you go ahead and bet the under on 5.5 or bet the over? Pick. They're separate bets. You have to understand that.
I
when
do.
Vegas,
I've
no, you
said
don't.
I understood
no,
that.
you don't. Because if
I'm
you
just
did,
saying Vegas is saying we're going to lose every game according to the
That's-
spreads. According to the spreads, we're going to
the
lose every
spread
game.
is not.
correct?
Okay.
So, Adam, explain this to me. So, if we're, because I'm not crazy big into the gambling world, you are. If we're the other team, just say we're playing the Bears, they're a favorite by 7, and we win by 3.
It doesn't matter if you
Vegas
win by
is
10
still
or
right,
100.
correct?
Huh?
But Vegas is still right because they didn't win by 7.
No. If the Lions are 7-point underdogs, all
Yeah.
they got to do is lose
by
by
7.
less than 7 or
Right.
less points.
And then Vegas got that wrong.
And Vegas gets it wrong. Yeah, it has nothing to do with if they win, but they
Okay, so
should
then
be
we're
underdogs.
overlooking this. We're looking at
I
this
know.
as win-
It has
as a
nothing
money
to do
line.
with the over/under wins. That's what I'm trying to explain. It has nothing to do with it.
So we shouldn't be
The-
offended.
if the Lions are 2-point favorites against Cincinnati, and they lose that game, are we gonna like freak out? Like I don't get where we're going with this. I really don't.
I've tried to explain it several times.
I've been
and it's
trying
very
to
clear
explain this to you.
don't
You're not
understand where
understanding.
I'm
No,
going with
you're
it.
the one not understanding.
No, you got it wrong now,
Holy
Stick.
shit!
Did I?
You got it wrong because
If it was
with
a
the
money
way-
line,
yes,
which,
exactly.
and those don't come out yet.
Huh?
If it was money line, you'd be absolutely right. But having said that, they're probably going to be underdogs majority of the games this season on the money line as well.
Vegas is speaking out of both sides of its mouth.
No, it's not.
Yes,
They're
it
two
is.
separate bets.
So when Vegas comes out saying
when
that
Vegas
we're
comes
sides
out,
of your mouth.
All right,
Two
wait, hear
separate
me out.
things.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Let's see. Let's take a really good team right now. The Tampa Bay Bucks. I believe they're set at 10.5 or 11.5 wins. Are they going to be favorites in every single game? And should they be favorites in every single game?
No.
Okay. So why is that not a problem with their 11.5 wins? But it's a problem for the Lions. You have to understand
It
these are
should
two.
match. It should be
It
close.
shouldn't.
It should be close.
No, they're totally different.
All right.
Because
We're
when you're
not
betting,
gonna solve
when
this
you're
issue
betting
right now.
spreads, you're betting a team to cover if they're the underdog, or to cover if they're the favorite.
Okay, so Vegas has us winning 0 games, but they
No,
also
they
have
don't.
us at over under
That's
5.
where you're
Like,
you're losing me here.
Yeah.
They're not going to lose 0 games. That's not what they're predicting.
there you go, Anthony. Thank you, Anthony, for breaking this up. Let's get into something that we all love. Coney reviews.
Let's wrap this up real quick because I kind of want to understand this. Now I'm a little bit confused. So when Vegas comes out and says the Lions are not favorites any game this season,
Currently.
that does not mean that we're going to win 0 games
Exactly.
the entire season.
No.
But it means Vegas is not predicting us to win any
Why?
of those
Okay,
games.
here.
Yeah, but
Okay,
I
I'm
agree
going
with that
to
then.
try to explain
But
this
they're
one more
also
time,
telling
and then I'm
you-
going to stop.
They're
Guys,
also
guys.
telling you that the
No, they're
over-under
not.
bet is
No, they're
5.
not. No, they're not. No,
Right,
they're not.
so maybe
Please
we'll
listen.
win by
No,
4,
they're
3,
not.
2, 1.
Joey, please pay attention for just give me
Dude,
1 minute.
the over-under isn't
I'll
5 for the
clarify this.
wins.
I'll clarify this in 60 seconds. All right. The over/under when you bet the whole regular season is a bet you make one time, right? You're making one individual bet before the season starts. Are they going to get over 5.5 wins or under? Correct. We can all agree on that.
Yes.
Having said that,
You're not saying anything that nobody doesn't know.
well, clearly you're not understanding.
I
So
know,
you
you're
got it
not
now, when you go with the
No,
spread,
you got it wrong, Stick,
when,
earlier.
when
I
you,
did too.
When you're betting the spread, it's going to change week to week. Just because the lines are going to be underdogs in every single game does not mean that affects the line that they have set at 5.5. They think that the under at 5.5 or the over at 5.5 is the correct bet. They think the Lions aren't going to win more than 5 games, is what they're telling you.
Yeah.
Having said that, they're going to have the Lions at underdogs in all games because the Lions are shit and they should be underdogs, just like the Jets should be and just like the Texans should be.
Okay, simple question. If you're the underdog, are you favored to win or lose?
You're favored to lose, obviously.
Okay, so if you're the underdog in 17 games, how many games are you favored to lose in?
You're
Depending
favored
on
to
the
lose.
line.
You're favored to lose in 17 games. That does
Okay.
not mean they're
All right.
predicting you to lose
Thank
17
you.
games.
Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
you're not making your
Thank
point.
you.
You're so wrong, and
No,
I love
appreciate it.
that you just say thank you and try to walk away because you know you're wrong.
because
It's
you just
absolutely
proved my
hilarious.
point.
He
no,
got
I
you
didn't.
on that one, Adam.
No, I didn't. No, he
But
didn't.
you got to take it a
No,
step
he
further.
didn't.
You got to take
no,
it a
he
step
didn't.
further.
They're two separate bets.
But you got to take it a step further because can you win if you're not a favorite in the game?
I'm sorry?
Can
Of
you still
course you
win?
can.
Yes.
So that's what we're saying is if you predict this
They're two
5
separate
wins,
bets is what I'm trying to
you're
explain
win
to you.
these 5 games as
And all
underdogs.
I'm saying is they're predicting us to lose 17
No,
games.
they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not.
All right. Well, either way, Cody review coming up next right here on the Woodward Sports Network. But make sure you
How
go
about
to
Russell Westbrook, best player in the league?
mybookie.com right now. What'd you say? What'd you say, motherfucker?
How were those bets yesterday, you a-hole?
All right, Adam, you ready? You ready? They've been waiting for this. They've been waiting for it.
God damn, you dropped the vodka.
Dropped everything.
That bottle's so safe. There's nothing happened to that.
No, but make sure you go to mybookie.com if you want to place your bets, whether it's on the spread, whether it's on if they're favored or not, whether it's the over-under on the wins on the season, because they're separate bets if you guys didn't know. Go to mybookie.com, enter promo code Woodward10, and we will set you up with a free $10 account today, and you can do it right now, mybookie.com. And they're different bets.
Man, Adam's smiling a lot for a dude that just went 0-5.
Let's not talk about that.
Oh, yeah, tell me about bets.
Oh, my God.
Go to
Are we
break,
cutting?
Alex.
I'm Drake Bell. I'm part of. I hate the Bears.
Hey, I'm Sean Baligian, and all our teams suck.
We'll be here to soothe your sports fanish.
Legion and Bell.
Tap in every day, Monday through Friday, 11 to 1.
It is the Morning Woodward Show live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Thank you guys for waking up with us, being a part of the conversation, and a part of the arguments as well. We appreciate you for sticking around through those. Adam,
I love when you have a point, you just stick to it. Even though you hear it out, know you're wrong at some point.
Adam just confirmed everything I said.
No.
If you're an underdog, you're expected to lose.
I know, but we know that we can't confidently say about all these wins. We know that a lot of these wins are going to be probably upsets.
well, according to Vegas, any win is going to be an upset.
Yes, and according to Detroit Lions fan, any win's going to still be an upset.
Either way, speaking of upsets, I was not upset by this Coney review. And to me, this is the exact reason why we do Coney reviews, and I kind of explained it at the end of the video. You want to just roll right into it?
Yes, because this was honestly an underdog favorite. If you were to ask me what this was going to be, I would have said way less than it really was. But we go to Joe's Coney Island.
Let's do it. All right, it's Wednesday. It's time for another Coney review. And, of course, we had to come to the beautiful city of Centerline, God's country, baby, to Joe's Coney Island. It's right here on M53. And, Joey, come over here. You ready for hot dogs? Wiener touch! Just the tip. Joey dressed for the occasion. You ready, baby?
I'm ready. I mean, we do Joe's Coney Island. Joey got to come in with an outfit.
This is Joey's Coney Island. Let's go.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Thank you so much.
Are these world famous?
Oh, these I'm telling you, these are the best ones ever.
I like them. I like them. All right, Joey, you ready? All right, you know the rules. We're judging these score of 0 to 100.
The bun's off to a bad start.
No.
Is your bun good?
No, but your hot dog looks longer than mine.
Yeah.
Like yours is hanging over the edges.
Oh,
Mine
yeah.
is not.
Oh, yeah.
All right, wiener touch. Good thick onions, home cut. All right, let's try it.
That chili good. Mm-hmm. Wiener Joey likes the chili. Hey, this is real good.
Yeah, I underestimated this place. Yeah, it's different chili. It's like light. It's good. Mustard's good.
How baby the wiener is on this one.
Yeah, thin wiener.
I'm gonna be honest. That's kind of something that I like about this one is that it's a smaller dog, so it fits in the mouth better.
Helps your jaw.
It does. Not too girthy. We got to get into this one. I'm excited for this one.
Yeah. All right, Joey.
I'll start it out.
It's different than anything we've had. It really is.
These onions are real good too. So this chili, it's probably one of my favorite chili that I've ever had.
Yeah.
You can tell for sure this is made here. It's got to be its own chili here. So I'm gonna go probably 80, 85 or so on this one. 85% out of 100. And I'm finishing this one up with this bite.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. These are surprisingly good. Did not expect to have rolling in here, obviously. I thought I was going to get low 80s, high 70s. But I'm with you. Like, this is more mid 80s, high 80s. I'm going to outdo you by 2 points. I'm going to go 87 on this. I think B plus, A minus.
Funny because when the bun got here, I was like, oh, the bun's kind of a little hard, but it goes with it. This is delicious.
Oh, this is like your stereotypical, like, ballpark dog, chili dog. Like, it's great.
Not too messy.
Wow.
I like it.
87 for me, 85 for you.
85. I want to try these chili fries here too, because I want more of that chili. Hot, hot, hot. Like dragon breath.
And good chili cheese fries, even though it's the squeezed cheese, not the shredded.
It's not too hot.
I'm good. Definitely come find this place. You know, where are we at? That M53. I believe that's Van Dyke. And I believe we're between 10 and 11 mile right here at Joe's.
Watch that be all the way wrong.
No, it's not. It says Van Dyke Lube right there, so I know we're on Van Dyke.
What up?
Hey, nice to meet you. Hot diggity dog, Joe. Hot diggity dog. Hot diggity dog. Absolutely.
So this is exactly why we do the Coney reviews. You drive by hundreds of these all around Metro Detroit, and Joey, we would have never stopped by here driving by, right?
No, I'm just looking behind me now. I want to see who's gonna drive up behind us next.
But we stopped at Joe's right here, and it is one of the best dogs we've reviewed.
That was really, really good. I love this dog. I gave it an 85 out of 100.
I gave it an 87, so B minus for me, like B plus for you, or B plus for me, B minus for you, whatever. However the grades work.
Your grading skills so up.
I didn't do well in school. I'm sorry. I am good at grading Coneys though. So Joe's right here on Van Dyke between 10 and 11 mile. Come check it out. And if you need a job, they're hiring.
And let us know where we got to go next.
So yeah, I mean that's exactly why we do Coney reviews, because honestly, I've probably driven by that place several times in my life, and I'd never think to stop at Joe's. But good Coneys, man.
It even got my name on it, and I never thought about stopping in there. But it
So-
was definitely a good Coney Island. The team was great, and it's a place if you're looking for a job that is hiring.
Yeah, the waitress there, like literally, Paige came with us, and she was like, "Do you have a job?" Trying to offer Paige a job on the spot. So if you're looking for a waitress job, waiter job, that's the spot you got to go. Joe's in Centerline, and thank you guys for all the hospitality. Every Wednesday we do Coney reviews right here on Woodward Sports. So if you got a place that we need to go to, your favorite place on the planet, let us know, and we'll hit it up next, man. Does it stick in his big wiener, Joey? Let's do this. Let's talk about the big game tonight. You guys want to do that?
I'm honestly like, yesterday I was not excited for either of those games. Tonight I'm excited. Tonight's going to be a late one.
Yes. Yeah, I'm definitely going to stay up to watch this game because we have a chance to see LeBron cry. And, you know,
Stick would never miss a chance to see LeBron cry.
Could you imagine if LeBron gets knocked out of this play-in game, like how much of a little crybaby he's going to be?
Well,
because
if
he's
they-
already been complaining about it.
Well, if they lose this play-in game, they'll have another opportunity to still get it. So, are we about to get into this now?
Yeah.
All right.
Zero chance LeBron gets knocked out in the play-in.
This game or the next one?
Well, this one is a tough one with the Warriors, but I don't know. I got them winning.
I think that out of the play-in games, if they're going to lose one, they're going to lose at night. I think they would win the second one, but that's the one I think that's going to happen. They're going to win the second one. I think they're going to lose at night. I think that Steph Curry is going to come out, and he's going to be a little bit too much for them. Maybe a lot of bit too much for them. He's out on a mission to prove something. Everybody has been getting on this case about he's had KD or he's had Clay. I don't know why people, for some reason, wanted to see him do it without Clay, as if him and Clay didn't kind of come up together through this whole thing. I never understood that, but whatever. But Steph Curry has showed his ass this season. His whole ass. He's won the scoring title. He has them primed for, to me, to be to shock a lot of people during this playoffs. I think tonight they'll win the play-in game against the Lakers, probably somewhere like around 5-6 points. I don't think it's going to be any kind of blowout. I think it's going to be a close game, and we're going to see. I'm expecting Curry to go for 30 plus. I think Draymond Green is going to be the real X factor in this game, and the defense that he's going to play on between trying to cover LeBron and AD. I'm expecting to win for the Warriors.
Well, let's look at the stats that these two have put up this season and compare the two side by side, because that's always a fun thing to do, especially when we're talking about two of the best in the game. And as much as I hate LeBron, you know, he is one of the best in the game. So this is just the 2021 season comparison. You got 32 points per game for Steph, and look at Steph's dominating every single category here. Game high 62, quarter high 25, most field goal attempts 36 in a game, which is crazy.
I mean, did you really think that this would be a challenge?
Yes and no. I mean, LeBron's supposed to be everything to everybody. LeBron slappies, it doesn't matter what you put in front of them. They're going to tell you that LeBron's the GOAT and that's it, period. But when you look at them side-by-side games here, and then LeBron also is 25 points per game. He's averaged that the most out of anybody to ever play in the NBA. But that's what happens when you play 37 years in the league. Game high 46, quarter high 21, most field goal attempts 29, and most three-pointers made 7. I'm looking forward to tonight's game. I think Steph Curry is going to absolutely light it up. I'm not counting the Lakers out as much as I hate them, and that's probably part of the reason I hate them so much is you can't count the Lakers out. And I just don't want to see Andre Drummond really succeed.
I know. That's one thing. I'm like, you leave here, and then you get to go to, obviously, one of the worst teams being with Cleveland when he was over there. But then to go to the freaking past championship team.
Right.
Pretty much every Piston from that last year's team is in the damn. Basically, all of them are in the playoffs.
Literally,
if you really want to think about it. I mean, heck, go look at
Christian
our boy.
Wood.
Look at who?
Christian Wood.
Oh,
looking at Luke Kennard on Instagram yesterday, posted about him celebrating that we're in the playoffs. I'm excited for the playoffs. Like, it sucks so much.
Freaking Langston Galloway's on the #1 seed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
KCP's still on the Lakers. When we get to the MVP conversation, though, it was interesting to hear what LeBron had to say about Steph. And I don't know if LeBron's just slow playing this, trying to dog him out before the game. But let's hear what LeBron had to say about Steph.
You know, we just got to play to the best of our ability. We got to play Lakers basketball. We got to defend at a high rate. You know, we're playing first, in my opinion, the MVP of our league this year, and Steph. So, we got to be, prepared for everything that they have. They got championship DNA as well, and they've been there. They know what they know what it takes and what it feels like to be in pressure games. So, we got to be ready for that opportunity and for that pressure.
Do you think he's ready for the pressure?
All right, first off, LeBron is right. When you look at the term most valuable, key and operative word where people I think get this twisted is valuable. Most valuable player in the league is Steph Curry. Why? You take Curry off of the Warriors right now, they have a worse record than the Pistons. Flat, or they're hovering around there.
Right.
They are a lottery, regardless what record we put them at. They're a lottery team. They are not in this position without Steph Curry. Steph Curry had to go win the scoring title for them to get in the 8th seed.
Right.
He had to win a scoring title for them to get the 8th seed. So, yes, he's the most valuable player. But I don't want to hear this from LeBron James because I think what it is, it's gamesmanship. I think what LeBron is trying to do is he knows that Curry's about to come out there and he's going to try to light them up so he can go out there when LeBron speaks, it has cachet because of what his standard is in the league, what he's done for the league. So if LeBron comes out and says that Steph Curry is the MVP of the league, it's going to hold some weight. Why? Because of who he is. And also because if the Lakers do catch that L, LeBron can be like, well, it was against the guy who should be the MVP. He's trying to put that little, I don't say doubt out there for himself. I think he believes in himself, but he's trying to put that argument out there like, oh, if the Lakers do lose and like they did lose to a guy that LeBron thinks is the MVP, rather just saying, hey, the Lakers just lost.
There's no belief in himself in this series. None at all. And you saw it once he started crying about this whole play-in tournament because he knew he was going to be in this play-in tournament. The only reason why he came out crying, and I hate this because I am a big LeBron fan, but I'm a LeBron fan as far as his game. Everything outside of his game I could complain and argue about against. And I don't respect that. He knew he was going to be playing Steph Curry when he said that. Going out there and saying that against your opponent right before you play them, to me, huge cop-out, just like Corey said, because now if he does lose tonight, he can say, oh, man,
the MVP.
Steph Curry, man, that's the MVP right there. He's balling out. Hell of a season out of Steph Curry. Can't respect that at all.
Yeah, listen, Steph Curry is the man, and I think he's going to have a great game tonight. He's got to have a great game tonight for this to even become a close game.
Yes.
Because if Steph Curry isn't on, they don't stand a chance. It's literally Steph Curry against 3 giants tonight.
Yeah.
And, we could witness basketball history, and I love that. Adam, you always have an opinion, whether it's right or wrong. How you feeling about the game tonight, man?
I'm excited for the Warriors-Lakers matchup. I think that's the primetime game of the entire play-in series.
Right.
It's going to happen. So that's the one I'm looking forward to. To comment on your guys' LeBron take, I mean, he's just dumbing down expectations. That's all. He knows there's a good chance he might lose. Now, I believe with their seedings, the loser plays the winner of the Spurs-Grizzlies game, correct?
Correct.
So there's no loser tonight but in that game. Because the other still has a chance, and I believe they play the 1 seed if they win.
Yep.
So
yeah,
there's no loser in tonight's game.
Tonight's play-in is for the
the 7 seed. Yeah, there's the lock tonight. That's what happens in tonight's game. But
and they'll go on and play the 2 seed in the West.
Yeah, LeBron talking. What else is new? Complaining, trying to belittle expectations.
Do you like LeBron?
And what?
Because we disagree on a lot, but if you like LeBron, we're going to have problems.
No, it's not that I like LeBron. The way I dog Westbrook, I can still say he's a very good player, right? The same I feel like I don't like LeBron, but he's one of the all-time bests. That is hands down. I'll never argue with anybody about that. But yeah, I don't like him.
It's tough to honestly on
it's
a
hard
personal.
To like him.
I
Talks too
hate
goddamn
it.
much.
And it's the freaking recent years. He's just done so many things to really bring down that LeBron James legacy that he worked so hard to get.
He talks about his legacy more than people do, and Kobe never had to do that. AI never had to do that. Jordan. Nobody had to do that shit. And I know we're in a different time. Yeah, and I know we're in a different time with social media and all this shit. But holy crap! You would think a guy who averages 25 points a year for 17 straight seasons would be regarded as one of the best scorers, but he just isn't. And your peers know, man.
Right.
Your peers know, and that's why they'll take Kobe. So they'll take an MJ. And, you know, you can put him in the top 5, LeBron if you want, top 3. I don't give a shit at this point. But, you know, at the end of the day, everybody knows. And he can talk all he wants. It'll never change.
LeBron kind of reminds me of, and it's probably because I just watched this movie this past weekend. You guys, you've seen Draft Day, right?
Yeah.
And
I love that movie.
Yeah, Bo Callahan, right? Bo Callahan, all the polish, great on the field and all this, but you know what? You know who showed up to Bo Callahan's birthday party? Not one of his teammates. And that's what I feel like LeBron is. Like, he's everything. He's all world. He can rebound. He can score. He can do all those things. But his peers don't put him on that pedestal, which is very strange. It's weird.
I mean, because, and that's the thing that I always go back and forth with my friends about. It's like, you guys are listening to what the media says about the analytics. I'm listening to the guys who said who actually played against them. And all of the guys who actually played against both LeBron and Kobe, or actually played against all three, which is kind of rare.
Right.
They all put Jordan or Kobe above LeBron. So, and then they say, well, they're just saying that because they're jealous. Jealous of what?
What's LeBron in the finals? 4 and 6 or 4 and 7?
Yeah, I think 4 and 6.
4 and 6.
Yep.
10 finals appearances. That's so amazing. Nobody ever talks about the 7 Kobe went to. Seriously.
Right. They don't.
So why can we have a discussion about, well, he's made so many finals appearances. I know a dude out in L.A. who was amazing, made 7. Should have won 6 of them. Lost to the Pistons, but I'm talking about the Celtics series.
The Celtics, because
They
Andrew
should not
Bynum
lose
went
I was
down.
going to say, don't you dare take away 04 from us.
Andrew Bynum. went down.
Andrew Bynum.
Yeah, I'll never understand LeBron James. He's, I would say, the most difficult player to rate ever because he does so many things so well, but he just doesn't do one thing like at that tier echelon level.
Right. He's been predicting this loss in this play-in tournament for so long, just to lessen the blow.
Not even that. If
Everything
they
he's
win,
come out to say has been to lessen this blow of a possible loss that he's already predicting because of injuries. Oh, I'm not 100%. I hate it. He looked good the other day.
Curry lost his number 2 for a whole damn year and ain't said a word about it. Hey, can't wait to have you back, bro. And outside of that, went about the whole business of playing.
That's right, and that's what you do. That's what great players do. So the question, that's at the bottom of our screen right now, what would this mean for LeBron's legacy, which is already kind of laid out? But if he doesn't even make the first round of the playoffs this year with this team and talking all that
defending
junk,
champs, I think it'd be a pretty bad knock. But I think his legacy is set. He's not the GOAT. I think he's a top 5 player. He'll go down as one of the most gifted players to ever play, ever, and that's amazing. But he could win another ring, or he could just not win again, and it wouldn't change it because he is what he is, and his peers know what he is, and the media can try all they want trying to reshape his legacy and just forget about the first 10 years of his career. But when you're that guy, and I believe LeBron is that guy, when you're that guy, you don't lose to a Golden State team with a bunch of young kids with Draymond, Clay, and Steph. You don't if you are that guy.
Draymond is playing freaking next level.
Granted, KD was on the Warriors and they lost 2 straight, but motherfucker, you're better than everybody on the court. So I don't want to hear that shit.
Adam, did you log into my Google Docs and look at my notes? Because that is literally what I was just about to go. I'm just like, tonight does nothing to his legacy. I think that when you're talking about, I think LeBron is so far removed from that GOAT discussion that I think anybody who tries to have that right now is totally clueless.
Let me ask you a question, Corey. Mm-hmm. When you think about GOATs in any sport, forget basketball for 1 second.
Yeah.
Do you ever hear the guy who's in the conversation bring it up?
No, never.
It's never a discussion. Like Michael
because
doesn't
they know
Michael doesn't need to walk around and say hey man, I was 6-0 in the finals, man. I was like a 4-time, 5-time MVP. I was the best player that ever. You don't have to. Everybody just knows it, man.
Yeah, but what does LeBron really came out to say?
Oh, he's
always
talking about his legacy.
LeBron literally just made a post about his legacy on Instagram.
He's like, I'm not one of the greatest
He
all-time scorers. And then even prior to that, when he won his 4th championship, I believe, he came out and said, that 3-1 comeback against Golden State, that's what did it for me. That's when I knew I was the best ever. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, man?
And what did he just say last year after they won the finals? I want my damn respect. LeBron has always been about getting his legacy.
Do you think this is a different world that we're in right now?
I think it plays a part, but I don't think it makes an excuse that when you just look at Larry Bird. Larry Bird, for me, is a top 10 player all time. I don't need to go around and see Larry Bird talk shit and say how bad of a dude he was, how great of a shooter. Like, it just doesn't happen. With the guys who play and who understand the game, they don't have to walk around and put their dick on the table. LeBron doesn't need to. He is one of the best to ever play the game. Like, how is that not a compliment? Like, he is one of the best players to ever
but
play.
Larry Bird also never had Instagram. Larry Bird ain't ever gonna be on Instagram.
I'm not comparing eras.
He might,
I'm
I don't
just
know, but
giving reality. Like, you don't need to. Steph Curry doesn't even do it, and he's younger than LeBron.
The problem with LeBron is that I think, and it just is me just psychoanalyzing. I think the problem with LeBron is that his fans and his media, they revere him in that regard as one of the best that ever do it. They put him in the GOAT conversation, but his peers, they don't, and he's trying to insert himself into that argument, so I guess till people just believe it.
Yeah, listen, you shouldn't have to ask for respect. You either earn it or you don't. That's it. It's bottom line. People will give it to you on your accolades, not you saying, I deserve respect.
You know who
now.
reminds me of LeBron, but obviously not as good of a player as he is? Russell Westbrook. And I'm gonna bring
Let's not do this.
I'm going to bring this
We
up.
got to go to break, Adam. Let's not do this. We got to go to break right now.
Listen,
I'm not
hear me
doing
out.
this shit. We got Joey's news coming up next. A no-hitter last night happened for the Tigers.
No.
You can't handle the truth.
You
can't handle it.
No. Alex, let's do that. We'll be right back with Joey's news.
Good morning, everyone.
Extra, read all about it.
Let's get into Joey's news.
Let's go. So to start off this news, stick might have silenced you, Adam, but I got you back right here. So what you think about Russ?
Oh, no.
What you think about Russ?
Hell no. Hell no.
Hey, that's his news, okay?
Hell no.
We start with Detroit Red Wings signing Jeff Blashill to a contract extension. Steve Yzerman came out to talk on this and honestly taking a little bit of the blame, saying that it's really on him to get better players. And I respect that as a leader, but I don't want to lessen a lot of the stuff that media is saying on Jeff Blashill.
Yeah, it's just tough to judge somebody when they have an empty cupboard. You know, it's
Yes.
like it really is. Alex, do you have D-Mac's reaction? Did Mikey send that video to you? Okay, let's play
Yeah.
D-Mac's reaction because I loved D-Mac's reaction to this, and we threw it up on Twitter and all of our social media if you guys want to check it out. But I'm okay with this because Yzerman's okay with it. And
That's it.
That's it.
It's believing in your leader, and that's where I'm fully at right now. I agree on that.
Yeah, so, I mean, as long as we got a plan, that's all I really care about. If this is, all right, we signed him for however long we signed him, this is going to be a 2-year stopgap till this team gets on the right track. Then we're going to bring in our home run hitter coach, because we've seen this with, like, a Rod Gardenhire for, you know, the Detroit Tigers. Like, we should have kept Ausmus because he was awful, right?
Yeah.
Ausmus was awful, but why waste a good coach on shitty players? And that's kind of what we did with Gardenhire, unfortunately, for the Tigers. So, you know, keep Blashill in there, let him get us to where we need to be, then hand it off to the guy that can cross the finish line. You got the D-back video? Here we go.
You already heard.
That's the fucking, for all these other things, the caveat is,
They're bringing Blash back.
of course they are.
Really? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely, 100%, because it's the wiser plan, and Stevie said so.
And I'll tell you, that was 100% organic reaction because
that really was.
He didn't know me and D-Mac were in here just having a conversation after the hook yesterday, and Mikey TikTok comes walking in. That was his snap reaction. So if D-Mac's that confident, I'm good too.
Only thing missing from that was the stone cold glass shattering.
Right.
The best was right before that, what D-Mac says.
The caveat?
The caveat. There's
Yep.
always the caveat. History was made. The Detroit Tigers, Spencer Turnbull, throws a no-hitter against the Mariners, and it could not have been done without this game-saving play from Candelario.
Yeah, that was
Beautiful
a great play, man.
stop.
That looks like Adam on Thursday nights when we're playing softball, because Adam's our third baseman. Just
It
taking
happened?
shots. Yeah.
Adam probably does accentuate a little bit like that and try and make it look so much sweeter than it really was.
Dude, Adam put his life on the line like 6 times last Thursday.
Where do you guys play at?
Drake Park in West Bloomfield.
Okay.
there on Drake
Don't
and
say it,
14
Corey.
Mile.
We'll surprise him. Don't say it.
No, I was just going to say I can feel comfortable driving there at night.
No, yeah, come on out, man.
And then the celebration after the game for Spencer Turnbull right here with the shaving cream towel.
Ouch. They freaking said it in the first inning. Like, you're going to throw a no-hitter tonight in the first inning. I was like, all right.
Yes.
If you
That's the eyeballs, everything, man. He got it all.
That hurts so bad. Like the stinger. They call it the stinger.
That's what I'm saying, though. Kind of shaving cream. I'll be honest. I haven't shaved in freaking forever with actual shaving cream. So, doesn't it have a little burn effect to it?
Oh yeah, it's got alcohol in it, man.
So, doesn't that burn a little bit?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, anything that you shove in your eye is gonna hurt. So yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, continued with a little bit of water. Threw some baby powder in the air. Here's the celebration extended.
well, we can't jinx it now. It happened.
Rinse him off a little bit.
Spencer Turnbull, a no-hitter tonight in Seattle. The celebration raging on in the Emerald City. He hasn't even made his way to the clubhouse yet.
It looks sweet. That's why they pull out the baby powder.
And his teammates.
Well, the water's all fine, but then you get that baby powder that just turns into cake, like a cake batter on you.
You gotta wipe it off.
Yeah, I'm good.
And then also some exciting news for the Detroit Tigers. We go to our rookie, Eric Haas, who is a 28-year-old rookie, grew up a Tigers fan, drafted out of Dearborn Divine Child in 2011, made his MLB debut in 2018, got called up to the Detroit Tigers last week, hits 2 home runs on Monday, and then tops it off as the first Tigers rookie to catch a no-hitter yesterday.
Damn.
Amazing start to his career, man.
Just clapping for him,
honestly. Let's clap it up for the hometown boy. Dearborn Divine Child, Catholic League. What up, no?
You love to see that right there. And then the Mets center fielder, Kevin Pillar. We go from excitement to thinking that shaving cream towel hurt to really looking at this dude's face after taking a 94-mile-per-hour ball on Monday.
Oh, dude.
First of all, just how are you feeling right now?
Feel good. I feel real good.
You're lying.
You don't
You're
look
a
good.
liar.
Sarcasm of the year.
Right. Your life is a lie.
Right.
You do not feel good.
You sit on a throne of lies.
And then we just recap talking about a little bit of the NBA play-in tournament, the highly anticipated game tonight, Warriors versus Lakers. I don't care that it's a 10 o'clock game. I am staying up. Tomorrow is going to be a rough day, but we recap yesterday. First game, Hornets versus Pacers. Charles Barkley predicting the game. And let's see who he took.
But I really, I'm going out on a limb. Ernie, can I do it? I just found out what it is. What's that? Oh, I need one of those. The Charlotte Hornets are going to win.
And he would have been right if the Hornets scored 28 more points, but they got their ass beat, Charles.
Freezing cold take.
Yes. Corey?
I was saying I was wrong is an understatement. I was horribly wrong. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yeah, it's almost like they just didn't even know they had a game. Like that game.
They didn't get on the damn bus. They sent the replacements.
Yeah, that was out of control.
Those were guys out there. I don't know how they did it, but they were guys out there in cosplay as Hornets players because that was just.
I'd rather watch Adam Sandler hoop.
Don't listen to me on this. Listen to Adam. I got that wrong.
Honestly, Adam Sandler hooping's way better than that. I mean, Devontae Graham for the Hornets had one good shot, so this is a little excitement that you had as a Hornets fan, I guess.
They're down by 16. 3, 2, 1. Hey, now they're down by 13.
Yay! The whole bench gets up.
Right. Congrats.
Still got that ass beat, though. Then game 2 from yesterday, we highlight the Celtics beating the Wizards by 18. And we highlight Jason Tatum going off for 50 points. This guy was like butter yesterday shooting the ball.
Yeah, no, and honestly, that's what I was dogging him for that yesterday. I was like, yeah, Jason Tatum hasn't been the Jason Tatum we thought he was going to be coming out after his rookie year. And last night, that's the Jason Tatum we thought he was going to be coming out after his rookie year. Like, his rookie year, he looked unstoppable in the playoffs.
And especially you talk about Jaylen Brown. I mean,
right,
Jaylen Brown being out, I thought zero chance. But he steps up and shows that they can win the game.
What's crazy is this guy, Jason Tatum, is averaging 26, 7, and 4, and we still think he has not hit the ceiling. That just shows you how good everybody thinks he can be. Nobody's dogging him. It's just like, he's only averaging that because it's so much more to his game, I believe. So hopefully he turns that corner because I believe he has the potential to be one of those 30-point-a-game scorers.
He showed it, man, and that's what's so kind of frustrating, and that's why that kind of is just like, oh, he's only averaging 25, 26 points a game, when for everybody else that's amazing, but for him it's like, this guy could have been the leading scorer in the league for several years.
He has the whole tool set.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to realize too, having Jaylen Brown on that team takes away a little bit from what he's able to showcase, and him dropping 50 points obviously proves that. Dude's only 23 years old.
That's crazy.
It's more so just not just the points. It's just sometimes he has inconsistent play even while having those numbers.
Right.
It's like, yeah, he got it, but sometimes those 26 didn't look good while he was getting them.
So tonight, Warriors-Lakers, definitely looking forward to this game. And lastly, we talk about the NHL playoffs. The Penguins beating the Islanders to tie up the series 1-1. But look at this hit right there at the top of the screen.
Oof.
A big hit right there into the Duncan billboard on the wall.
The hit wasn't bad. Like, it wouldn't be that bad if it wasn't for the board being right there.
But that's hockey. It's such a small ice that it's like, while you're out there, I mean, you got to know where you're at.
Yeah, especially NHL hockey. Olympic hockey, the rink's a little bit bigger, so they got a little more room to skate. But, yeah, NHL hockey, pretty condensed.
But I do love to see that ass whipping and the beating in playoff hockey. That's the best.
Yes.
And also the best, Northwestern Tech. I wanted to give them a little shout out because it's only a 10.5-month hands-on HVAC program. Heating and cooling. I always love to brag about this. It is a job in an industry that we will need forever, so we do need you. If you're thinking about getting a new career started, right now is that time. 10.5-month hands-on HVAC program. It ain't like college where you got to go for 4 years, if not more. 10.5 months. That's it. So check them out right now, northwesterntech.edu. Hey, it's Joey from Woodward Sports at my favorite downtown Fenton, Bridge Street Exchange. Let's go check out their beautiful store. You know we love Michigan summers. Got to turn up on the lake. Pre-made mixed drinks. They even got their own beautiful Bridge Street Exchange t-shirts. I got mine on. Jewelry, they got you here. I got mine on. Titanium Buzz. If you're not quite ready to ask that big question yet with the jewelry, look nice for your girl. They got polos. And last but not least, the most comfortable shoes on the planet. Hey Dude. They're literally called Hey Dude. Shop here at Bridge Street Exchange, downtown Fenton. Support a locally owned business.
Little Detroit special.
That's right. Welcome back to the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. As you know, every Wednesday at about 9:40, we bring on the lovely people from Detroit Dog Rescue. So don't fear, Corey didn't change into a puppy. We're just taking his spot for a little bit, and we love to welcome you guys here. And why don't you introduce yourself, what you do? I mean, we've done it a million times, but I love when you do it.
Some people don't know. Hey guys, I'm Christina, and we are Detroit Dog Rescue. We're Detroit's first no-kill shelter, and the guys at Woodward Sports here are so generous to let us come on every week with the dog of the week, and you guys do so much for us.
Serious question, is that a teddy bear? A stuffed animal?
I'm like, this is like, I had a crazy morning, and then I got Bon Bon here, and I'm just like, oh, I love you.
Bon, what a great name.
Yeah, so that's Bon Bon.
Wow.
I know, like Fluffball, right?
Wow.
So she is adorable.
She's soft?
Yeah.
She's super.
She's calm.
You have to pet her, Joey.
I know.
Yeah,
I always do that. I always
her.
say, oh, wow, I wonder what that dog feels like.
Right.
Oh, I wonder what that dog's kisses feel like.
So she's about 8 weeks old, ready to go to a home, and a little bit of retriever in there. Mom is probably a cattle dog. We have Mom, too. Mom needs a home. Super
You said
sweet.
it's the sister to who you brought in last week?
It's the sister to who we brought in last week. So some of
Wow.
them, we have one golden one, the
don't
oddball,
like
and then we have a bunch of black and gold ones. They're super cute. So
yeah,
she
Hi.
needs a home. Will be great with a family. We have the best fosters at Detroit Dog Rescue.
You really do.
So really acclimated to people, as you can see. She could care less. She visited everybody at Lady Jane's, everyone at Roast Coffee. Had a good time this morning.
Very
So-
social pup here.
Yeah, and spring is such a fun time for a puppy. I think any time is a fun time for a puppy, but spring, you can get outside, makes potty training easier, and you can walk them up and down Woodward. There's nothing better than spring, summer, and puppies.
I love how you just can't
Floppy
even
ears.
see Bon Bon with Stick's
know.
black blazer on.
Yeah, I'll hold her
It's
out
the
over
best,
here.
but this is such a well-behaved puppy, and you could just tell.
Look at that belly. Look at that belly.
Yeah,
You
and
just
you know,
tell.
probably about 35, 40 pounds, full grown. So not too big, not too small, kind of perfect, like every puppy that we come across.
Yeah, and everybody should have a dog. I mean, it's pretty much that simple.
True that.
If COVID hasn't taught you anything besides you need a dog, I don't know what it's taught you then, because you need a companion at home, and this is who you got to get it from, is the Detroit Dog Rescue, because there has not been a single puppy in the probably 15 weeks that you guys have been coming in here, if not more. Every single dog coming in consecutively. Such a well-trained puppy.
Aw, thank you. And we appreciate that because you guys come through. Like, Woodward Sports has been, we don't pay for advertising, nothing like that. You guys just invited us on the show. Oh, yeah, that's right. But, no, you guys have been so good to us, and we appreciate it. And your supporters are amazing. So
yeah, everybody, I mean, they love when we bring on the puppies. And as you can see, whenever Detroit Dog Rescue is on, go to DetroitDogRescue.com right now. And they have profiles built for all these little dogs, so you can check them out, scroll through, swipe left, swipe right, whatever you want to do for all of them.
Tinder for puppies.
Yeah, Tinder for puppies. You go there, you find the dog of your dreams, and it's really that simple. I was talking to my neighbor yesterday. He's an older guy named Benjamin. He's like, oh, I want a new puppy. I had to get rid of my dog and at my old place, and then my daughter has it, won't give it back. So I told him, I was like, you got to go to Detroit Dog Rescue. If you need one, I got you, because he fell in love with Woody.
I was going to say, and Woody is has become such an ambassador for Detroit Dog Rescue. I see him all over social media. And can't thank you enough.
He's the man. I love Woodward. So if you don't know, I adopted a dog from Detroit Dog Rescue in December. His name is Woodward. He's got his own social media, Woodward the Pup. If you want to follow him on Instagram, go ahead. And he's been great. I've taken him up to the lake. He loves the water. You guys did a great job as fosters with him.
Thank you.
Literally turnkey. Just brought him into my house. Didn't have to worry about anything. Like,
right, see?
Integrated himself into my home. So
but Woodward's a little offensive. I got a little beef with Woodward right now, because from Woodward the Pup, I posted a picture of my girl the other day, and on my story, he did the swipe up and then put the heart emoji on there.
That's right.
That is
so he's trying to
awesome.
slide through on my chick. I don't know how I feel about that.
He only comments woof. That's the only thing he comments.
That's right. Well, wait till Joey gets married and we show up at the wedding with a puppy for him. It's going to be great.
There we go. That's going to be awesome.
Surprise wedding gift.
That would be the best.
So if you're looking to donate, DetroitDogRescue.com, $5 feeds a dog for an entire week. So if you skip your morning coffee or whatever, unless you go to Birmingham, if you go to Starbucks, skip your morning coffee, give that $5 to Detroit Dog Rescue. You'll feed a puppy for a week. It'll make you feel so much better. And if you're looking for a dog or know somebody that's looking for a dog, please tell them to go to DetroitDogRescue.com. Bon, thanks for coming in this morning. You were very chill. I can't wait to take a picture with you in about 10 minutes.
Yes.
You guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to Detroit Dog Rescue.
Bon is out.
When we come back, it is time for the world famous Fish Facts right here on the Woodward Sports Network.
You don't fumble the ball at work. Hey, Drake Bell, Sean Baligian. See you guys next weekend.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, Bell's soft. Wait till it comes to New Zealand. Pour that out.
Is it time?
Yeah, it is. Fish!
Go fish. Fish facts.
It's fish!
All right, every morning about this time, the world famous Fish gets on the mic and shares his facts with us. Fish, this morning, what do you got to share with the people?
As promised, we have 3 facts in the video. After yesterday's debacle, we turn it around for Smile.
All right, what do you got?
We start with a video, as always, except for yesterday. We won't talk about that. We go out to soccer or football in Australia. We go to Sydney and Melbourne Victory, where this was a goal that was scored this morning in the 83rd minute, I believe. His name is Barbarousis.
Ooh.
That's the guy who scored the goal. So.
Barbarousis?
Barbarousis. So they won. They won the game 2-0.
Nice.
And they're looking okay right now. There's another game. There's a West Coast game. Australian West Coast game, of course. That happened later on. We start with the facts, and we start with good old baseball. And we start with the Tigers, who did some big things last night. Spencer Turnbull, 2019, had the most losses, 17 in MLB. Then he throws a no-hitter. It's the first pitcher since Scott Erickson, 1993-94, to throw a no-hitter within 2 seasons of leading MLB in losses.
That is a great fact,
Damn, that's
Fish.
a hell of a fact.
So he's
So he went from worst to best last night.
He went from worst to best last night.
That's amazing.
we go to Jason Tatum, who he's the all-time leading scorer in the NBA playoff tournament history.
That's awesome.
He got 50 points, 8 rebounds, 5 3-points, 17 for 17 free throws.
Yeah, and he's also he's right behind Larry Bird, 1 game behind Larry Bird for most 50-point games scored by a Celtic.
17
Larry
for
Bird
17.
That was my favorite stat right there.
Which one?
17 for 17
on the
free throws.
Yeah, because it's an effing free throw.
Yeah,
Make your free throws.
You should make it. And then we go to Seattle. I hate all these stadium changes. Every 2 seconds, they have to change them due to sponsors. Used to be Safeco. It's T-Mobile Park now.
Okay.
There have been 6 no-hitters at the Seattle Stadium T-Mobile Park since the start of 2012 season. That's twice as many at any other ballpark, 3 at Citi Field. So if you're playing Seattle, at Seattle, expect a no-hitter in at least
Something in the
one of
air
their
up there in
games.
Seattle.
Yeah. They've got 6 since 2012. We go to today, which is May 19. We go to 1905. When Tom Jenkins beat Frank Gotcha.
Gotcha.
That is
Got
his
him.
name. For the heavyweight wrestling championship in 1905.
Oh, nice.
So I guess
Damn,
there
they
was
had
still
wrestling, like Greco-Roman wrestling, or are we talking like WWE wrestling?
It just says heavyweight wrestling championship.
Okay.
But Frank Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Wow. he got Gotcha. in that fight.
Gotcha.
We go to 1912. We go to Tigers baseball. AL President Ben Johnson tells Tigers if they continue protest of Ty Cobb's suspension, they will be banned from baseball.
Ooh. What was Ty Cobb suspended for? Do you remember? Or
I do not.
You don't know?
But he was suspended for something, and
Probably being
they
racist or
could have
something
been-
back then.
They could have been banned.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you don't get banned for that back then though.
You get a statue.
He's got a good point.
Corey with the heat. I love it.
He's got a good point. We go to 2012.
Statue says.
Should I even continue after
Yes,
that?
go ahead, Fish. Sorry.
We go to, no. Good point. No. We go to 2012. We go to 2012. Champions League final. I was
Champions?
Oh,
the champions.
You know.
I was watching this game. Bayern Munich beat Chelsea. Chelsea beat Bayern Munich. The game was in Munich. Chelsea beat Bayern Munich 4-3 on penalties. It's the first time they won the Champions League. So congratulations to them in 2012. Then we go to 2019, where sprinter Dutee Chand comes out as the first Indian openly gay professional athlete.
All right.
So shout out to India.
Yeah, good job, India.
They're not doing so well on COVID. 1984, we go to Mercedes Lewis. It's a birthday today. Mercedes Lewis's birthday.
Tight end.
He is a
birthday.
tight end for the Jaguars, Packers, and he is born in California.
Nice.
And those are the facts. We're going to have more fun facts for you for Thursday. I almost forgot what day it is.
Right.
Thursday, closer to the weekend.
I need a little more. And those are the facts. Thumbs up.
Those are the facts.
There it
We'll
is.
be back
Thank
tomorrow,
you, Fish.
closer to the weekend. Thursday night football means we're 2 days closer to the weekend.
That's right. All right. Now it's time for Joey's dumbass of the day. Joey, you ready for it?
Got 2.
Oh, you got 2. Let's get it.
The Detroit Pistons select
Mike
Darko Milicic.
World's dumbest criminal.
Well, so much for me calling him savvy because he had no idea where he's on the field.
When he crosses too many timeouts, it's a technical foul.
Dumbass!
So we're going to start with the Shaquille O'Neal, who showed up late for the NBA play-in tournament pregame. As you see in the beginning right here, they really didn't know where he was, so they had to FaceTime him.
Well, actually, it's not a playoff game.
I'm FaceTiming him right now. We're going to see if he picks
It's the
up.
play-in tournament.
Come on, man. Picks up. This the
I tried
first
reading
night.
it too. What does it say? Shaq?
Shaq's
Hey,
probably
don't
new
take
number
that
or something.
Right. So that was the first part. And then you see the giant 7'2" Shaquille O'Neal trying to sneak on set.
Pacers Hornets game for the number 8
Look on the
seed.
left.
So everybody on board with that? Good. And there he is sneaking in.
Oh, you can't sneak in that 7 Can you be that big and sneak?
I apologize. I read my schedule wrong. I'm sorry. It said 6:30. I apologize.
No, it did say 6:30.
I apologize.
Said the
to
game
you
was
Hall
at
of Famers.
6:30. Not to be here.
So
That's okay,
I apologize to you, Hall of
That's
Famers.
what happened.
So Shaq is one of our dumbasses of the day.
I love Shaq so much.
Love him.
Love that dude.
Such a good personality. But then the second one is an actual real dumbass. How dumb do you have to be to try and break into UFC heavyweight contender Derek Lewis's vehicle?
Oh, boy. You got to be pretty dumb.
Watch.
Motherfucker tried breaking my shit.
That was his whole video.
Whooped his ass. He literally hit him.
Oh, he hit him?
Yes.
Good. Good. Oh, and an update on our dumbass from the Meyer.
The Belleville?
Yeah, apparently that guy, that was a road rage incident. It wasn't the guy trying to steal the daughter. It was a road rage incident. The guy got out of the car. They both did. Sucker punched the dad, and then it started from there.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, allegedly we heard that it was some child kidnapping attempt, but I'm glad that's not the case.
Yes.
Road rage all you want in the Myers parking lot.
Well, and I thought that dad was a little too chill for somebody trying to steal his daughter.
Honestly, I was kinda
that's
looking-
murder.
yeah,
That's
like-
murder territory.
Yeah, I wanted to take away his man card and dad card on at the same moment, honestly.
I'm glad that's the clarity because I'm like, trying to take your daughter and that man's still breathing?
Right.
Like it would have been like Game of Thrones. Everybody started saying now, I choose violence.
Right. Yeah. No, I'm snatching that dude's esophagus from his throat. Like, that's not happening.
And then biting his kneecap.
Right. Not on my watch.
So there's your dumbass of the day times 2.
Times 2. Thank you, Joey.
I still like the first one better, man. You know, Shaq trying to get his Drake Bell on.
Joy's always on time. Just ask him.
Always.
Thank you guys for waking up with the Morning Woodward Show this morning. We're on every morning from 8 to 10 right here on the Woodward Sports Network. Up next, Baligian and Bell from 11 to 1. And then, of course, The Hook is on from 3 to 5. Thank you guys for participating, being a part of the comments, being a part of the show, and adding to the entertainment. Honestly, it's one of my favorite things when I see funny comments pop up on our screen right here and we get to read them. So thank you guys for commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing. Have a great Wednesday. It's going to be beautiful. Thank the Detroit Dog Rescue for coming in, and go to DetroitDogRescue.com right now and donate something, or just look at the puppies and then you'll donate something. That's how it works.